Boom! We're live, you degenerates. Welcome to Bum Fights 2024. In the red corner.
The whole trailer park here today.
The whole trailer park's here, man. I guess we should start off with Crypto Coffee, the grand champion here, man.
Actually, let me have it for the memes.
Nah, you kick my ass, bro. It's fine.
Could have gone either way.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We got RHMax in the house. What's up?
What's happening, everyone?
What's going on? Super X win.
What's up?
I'm here.
Yes,
The Colton cultivates here.
We've survived Vegas.
Not yet.
So far.
And we got this filthy
one more
pirate
night.
here in the corner.
Hey, what's happening, guys? How you
That was so raspy.
doing? Yeah, Vegas,
Rough.
baby.
The entire panel here, except for RG, is not hammered, but I should say very hungover.
Yeah, you guys are
Good way
hungover.
to put it.
Yeah. We got some guys in the back as well, man. I think we have who we got back here? We got a Magic Funny Jim. Hey, hey. Some port. We got some port pleb back there too.
Movie star.
Movie star. Hey. He was watching very intently that fight. But hey, so obviously I think literally incentive tokens up to like 777 right now.
I think it's 8 something.
Is it 8 right now? Is it really?
Lucky.
8-6. Oh, they dumped. Thanks a lot.
Oh. It was 8 something before we started. I
I
think.
dumped all of mine the other day
Yeah, man.
before the pump.
I-
Literally.
That's how
But
you
we
like
had
the
the
day
Vegas
before the
event.
pump.
Shit happens.
Yeah, it's all right.
so let's RG. So tell us what happened during the event, man. Obviously, we're like everyone's here because you threw an event, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did the PulseChain tour live. Are we close enough here? There we go.
Yeah.
So PulseChain Tour Live kicked off again this year, running into the bull market, and we had the Pitch Fest, and Project Pi was number one. They won the grand prize.
Okay.
So check them out. They did a good job. You guys came on stage. We had some guys from the crypto spaces outside of the Hex community. We had BitBoy Ben Armstrong
And Armstrong.
on stage with us, and DIY Crypto Donovan was out there, and so yeah, man, we had a great event.
DIY
Everybody
was a great guy. He was a great guy. Like
Donovan,
yeah.
dude, that guy he's bright. He's got a future ahead of him, and he figured out Hex on his own. You know, it wasn't like he was influenced into it. He didn't believe in it at first. He thought, Richard looked pretty rough around the edges to be, he's seeing everything like that be turned into a scam. So he got involved and started looking at it and said, "Oh shit, this isn't a scam." And now he's like 100% Hexagon,
Got you. Yeah, no, he was really cool, man. Shout out to him, man. He was turning up last night for sure.
It's cool.
It's good. God. I mean, should we even talk about last night a little bit? Because like Hexy Bastard, I gotta put you on blast for like 2 seconds.
Wait. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right?
We're still
Well,
in
sometimes. I mean,
We haven't left yet.
if you're from Vegas, you know a lot of attorneys. Okay, my brother Kyle was like,
I was touched.
he was touched last
I didn't
night
want it.
for some of the actions that Hexy Bastard did. Oh, you don't. Oh, right, he was drinking, right? You don't remember.
Drinking a lot.
Yeah.
So we finished up at the Club Ego, right? Club Ego.
Club Ego.
Was cool. We had great, but there was still like a mosh pit of people outside wanting to do stuff.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
It came back.
I'm a victim.
So we're all trying to decide what to do and everything like that. And then Hexy Bastard's like, screw it, let's just go to another bar that's close by. All right, cool, let's go to the bar. So he's like, he takes us to the closest bar that he can find. All of us drive there.
Oh shit.
What was it called, Kyle?
Badlands.
The Badlands.
Oh.
the Badlands, guys.
Bad
It's called the
things happen to
Badlands,
me.
all right? Bear that in mind. Bear that in mind before we get to the next bit. Fuck.
So as we walk in, to my right, oh my god, we got drag queens. To the left, we got guys in assless chaps, and it keeps getting worse as we're going in.
Or better.
Or better.
Well, that's who you are, I guess.
A man
How-
put his fucking
Kyle, how do
purse
you
on
like it, man?
me. A man put his purse on me, on my chest. I feel violated.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
Whoops. The bar.
Why do you guys let the guy from the UK pick the bar in Vegas?
True. Someone had to do it, man. No one was doing it. Like, fuck.
That's funny.
Yeah, my bad, guys. I
Hey,
took
but I
this to
gotta
like
say-
the trans epicenter of the world.
I'm getting
Like-
Or 2 urinals.
the Hexicans have come a long way though
Yeah.
since their first outing in London. I was real impressed with how you guys are fixing the ratios now because the first time we were in London, you guys rented out a club and didn't invite any women. It was men only.
I
They
don't
could have
know
made
any-
it like one of the nicest clubs in London,
Right.
and it's just crypto dudes only.
Sausage Fest 2020.
And Richard. And like 3 guys brought their wives. So there was like,
Uh-oh. Yeah.
but the ratios are getting better. I'm much prouder of you, young man. Good job. Good job.
But Richard had on his gold pants. That counts for something, right?
Right, right. What was it? The higher the price, the hotter the women, right? That actually is kind of true. I do notice that. Like as every bull run continues, it is up and to the right slowly. It's up and to the right.
Trend is your friend, man.
The trend is a friend. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Like, how do I say it? Like, it is kind of crazy meeting everyone in person and stuff because it's like that. It always trips me out when I don't know anybody and then they tell me their username and they're like, "What? That's you?"
Right.
That is super true because they're really taller than I thought and they're way short now. But
This guy.
yeah, this guy's super.
I
tall.
thought you were short, man, but you're like a giant.
That's why I keep hearing that. Do I look short on stream?
I don't know.
It's hard
Like,
to
yeah,
tell.
I
yeah.
mean, it's just like the camera. I mean, everyone.
It is
I don't
the
know.
angle, man.
I'm standing and it's like here, so
I think you're the tallest guy here, actually. Yeah,
could be.
It's the same. Like I've said it before, like with Money Gang, and I know he's in the chat. So shout out Money Gang.
Shout out Money
Um,
Gang.
He looks like a short dude on stream, but I met him. He's like the same height as him. He's
Yeah.
huge. He's like massive.
I look forward to arm wrestling Money Gang. Yeah.
and then
I
I
mean, a
get
good fight. That one.
I always get the opposite thing from me because everyone's like, "Yo, I thought you were a 5'2" short guy, Mexican dude."
Nope.
You're a giant,
Giant,
as well,
yeah.
bro. You're a fucking huge guy, man.
Yeah, I mean,
You're a
it's
unit.
I got coffee with me.
So tell us about the 9
Most
inch.
people do.
What's going on?
You're
9
fine.
inches.
You're fine.
Well, the yield is good, man. The yield is good, and I've successfully shaken out a ton of people. So I think maybe price might go up.
Was that part of the strategy? You basically say, "Fucking sell it, cunt. Let's do it. Dare you?"
Get the weekend.
I would implore you to go on my Twitter and look at how many people I've called a cunt in the last like 3 months. It's like every time someone complains, I'm just like, sell it, then you cunt. And then I get blocked by a lot of people. So yeah, that has been the strategy. I mean, at the end of the day, like we raised way too much money on the sacrifice that we needed to shake some guys out. There's no way we're gonna go up like immediately.
Now, so you're a token founder. You've done a SOC before. You've seen people get hyper excited. Price go up, price down, and recovering right now. Do you think the same thing happened for PulseX as well? Do you think there was too much money? Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think everyone knew that PulseX was gonna dump right when it came out. So,
well, there's a lot. There's
a lot of guys that
Petrus Farmer members.
You got
the thing is, right? The only guys that were like super bullish on PulseX when it came out were the guys who got hit late.
Yeah, because they missed the pulse.
Because they missed it, right? So like if you were around, like when we were around during say the PulseChain sacrifice, and then you get to watch like a lot of people FOMO'd PulseX because they missed it.
Yeah.
So like all of those guys were going to sell immediately into Pulse. So I knew that the ratio would like go that way. But I tell you what, PulseX price looks fucking good at the moment. Like that chart looks real nice, and I think it's up now. Like it's just up only for everything. I still think a big dip's coming for Bitcoin and all of that, but
at some point.
If you had to put a timeline on new all-time highs, kind of like where are you thinking, like in terms of like
for what?
For Pulse.
Oh, for Pulse.
Yeah, and PulseX because they kind of like run it
down. I think now, man. Like any now,
moment.
it's just rallying. Like actually, what would be super bullish is Richard has this thing about like making sure our price goes up when Bitcoin goes down. So I'm hoping that the Bitcoin dump happens, and then he can just fucking send it.
And that's super important because that's what we tell our guys is like, now it's okay if you want to be all in one ecosystem, beautiful. But one thing I do like about having a couple bags that are in different ecosystems is everything's pumping at different. Like there is like most of it will kind of go up this together, but then you get like these crazy oscillations where
and then out of nowhere they just like go boom.
You don't feel left out.
Shout out Alluvium, man. It's up like 50%. It's up $50 per coin today, which is awesome. I think Gala's ripping as well. Pepe's nice. Pepe's doing pretty good.
Pepe's done all right for me, man. I'm glad I bought some of that.
Yeah. RHMax, are you into meme coins?
Not as much as my 90% core, 10% lottery. Our friend Somi. I'm gonna reference that one.
tokens of me. No,
That meme coin, I can appreciate that one.
yeah.
RHMax
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with the 90% core, 10% lottery for the most part. I think there's some interesting stuff going on in different stuff, and I've talked about it on the show as well. But Ink, hey, if you're an incentive token, if you're a meme token, Ink, boy, I'd like to see you do some meme token stuff. How about that? That'd be cool.
But Super Hex win over here. He's the champ. He's the grand champ when it comes to these meme coins and making these gains.
The quiet ones. It's always the quiet ones.
You know,
I lost my voice, by the way.
there's a lot of trash out there, but sometimes trash pumps.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the Floki ecosystem ain't too
Yeah.
shabby.
Yeah, Floki.
Yeah, Floki's
Pork.
cool.
Fucking Floki, dude.
Dude, Floki is like one of the
I know.
craziest meme coins. It was like always like lagging behind everything else. But if you look at the chart, like it pumps very,
Yeah.
very well. So I love it.
You guys are making me want to ape into Illuvium right now.
Dude, best
Yeah.
price.
Yeah.
All 700 people watching ape into Illuvium.
Yes.
Under $200. Okay, that's a caveat there.
Yeah.
$200. $200 is the fucking do not buy.
Yeah.
Right,
above.
but and above and stuff like. But like that coin's going to thousands.
Well, right. And I think it's going to kick off Q2 basically with GameFi. Yeah. So the GameFi trend is basically about to get kicked off with Illuvium. I think Gala will start to follow because Gala's been going pretty decent to the upside. So, but still in its accumulation phase. So like when you look at all these tokens, as long as they're still like able to accumulate, I think PulseChain's still in there too.
What do you think about like Neo Tokyo and all that stuff?
Eh,
Not really.
It's I find it complicated.
It's just NFTs, I think.
yeah, but
I like the guy. I like
yeah,
like,
that's
Like a
Spectre's cool.
banker, that's all I
he's a
feel.
Yeah.
smart motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
I just get the vibes of like, you know, if you kind of look at the onion, right? Like
Yeah.
who's in the middle, who's in the no, you know, who are they telling after that, and then who are they telling after that, and that's with every coin, of course, right?
Yeah.
But with that one, it's more like, you know, probably if you didn't get in during the bear market with that, you're probably just like, yeah, I'll let that one run.
Gotcha.
it does like it gives me like vibes like it's an insider. Like I mean, obviously there's always
literally is an
there's
insider
always
club.
insiders.
Yeah,
That's
every
what it
single
is.
coin.
Everything, no matter what.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, but if it does feel like I don't know, it just feels like I'm late as fuck.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
super late, or like I don't know
basically
what's
by
going
at
on.
least a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Anorak tells me though, if Anorak, the
Sure.
fucking NFT god tells me to buy, I'll buy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's gonna be caveat. Shout out to Anorak.
Yeah. Most underrated NFT guy in all of crypto.
In all of crypto, like it just is like most guys are making their money from like buying, like basically getting told what to buy. Basically,
Right.
He's legitimately made money from just trading things. I mean, like that's really actually trading NFTs is difficult.
Yeah.
It's very,
One of the
very-
first people in NFT Top Shots too, or not NFT Top Shots, NBA Top Shots.
NBA Top Shots. He talks about the UFC ones as well.
Yeah.
Those did really well. I think isn't there going to be like a
Literally, he made a millionaire on the stream that I had him on. I think it was December of 2020.
yeah.
We started talking about NBA Top Shots or whatever. And one of the guys that was following us just went and was like, I'm just going to buy a shit ton of those. Made $1 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Just off of one of our streams. So I'm like, yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, those Trump NFTs too.
Yeah.
The Trump
Oh,
ones.
And now the
Yeah.
supply's a little, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he might be using like you saw that whole lawsuit with Trump and stuff. He might be using some because he like
It
Trump,
might be.
well,
might be.
all right. Allegedly. There we go.
Campaign financing. What are you talking about?
But you know how they're trying to get him to pay like $480 million fee for basically saying his property is 20% more expensive than it is. But then that's what every single real estate developer does. Like that's on like he's like, yeah, I've just fixed up my property and it should be worth 140% of what I paid for it.
Mhm.
And they're like, the bank goes 136, 137. Okay, cool. And but that's actually how it's done. You know, if you have to get your property reappraised, the appraisal guys aren't the bank. It's all between the appraisal as well as like what the bank decides it is worth. They could actually come up and like, actually, I think it's worth way more now. You added an entire room to it,
Right.
and then you get the loan on that. But like they're like, I've heard the both sides of this. If they did pass this, dude, this is so bad for like New York real estate, like because from there, basically every developer in New York would basically be breaking the law.
Shit.
It has broken the law. So, like, bro, do you want to like you want to hurt money? Like, but obviously they're just finding anything they can to come after him, basically. But he has made so much money on Ethereum. He has so much Ethereum. Like Trump, every time he sells these things, people are paying in Ethereum or in cash, of course, right? And he's just stacking Ethereum. He has a tax. So every time an NFT, Trump NFT is sold, there's a tax on it. So it's cheese grading in Ethereum. So he's just raining. I wouldn't be shocked he makes $500 million by the end of the bull run.
You know
just
who
off
else has
Ethereum.
a lot of Ethereum?
Who?
Allegedly, Richard.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No. He only holds Hex only.
Yeah.
That's all. Like,
People keep forgetting about the Hex, adoption amplifier.
right.
But he could have 500,000.
Yeah, I heard rumors it was like 1 million, and then other
probably
people are saying
500K.
300, 400K.
But still, that
But
can move the market. I mean,
even 100K. It's like,
369. That's what.
I mean, he's got more ETH than Vitalik. So
yeah,
do,
that's,
do with
yeah.
that information what you will. Right?
Multiple hundreds of millions or billions of like wallets like that, like funds. It's incredible.
I think
Shout out Sag Daddy. I just want to say it. Shout out
But
Sag Daddy.
this is
Yeah.
Shout out Sag Daddy.
But because like everyone's talking about right now, like wow, allegedly the OA or whatever, right? The OA just barely he bought the Ethereum top. He bought the Ethereum top, right? Why the OA is supposed to be a god trader? Why do they? There's a lot of reasons why they couldn't move until they could move, right?
I do find it a bit odd, like the timing on that, because it was down so much for like so long.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Ethereum didn't even dip that hard in this bear market. What did it go down? Like 72%, something like that.
Yeah,
It
it's
didn't do
very
a full
similar to
80%
Bitcoin.
or-
Wait, what did?
Yeah.
Ethereum. Oh yeah. It went down.
Yeah, it was basically similar to Bitcoin. And then also it bottomed 6 months before Bitcoin, which has never fucking happened before.
Yeah.
And so I think like that kind of paradigm shift with proof of stake, right? And basically having a more deflationary token, that's gonna cause some chaos in this bull market, because I think already the Bitcoin maxis are getting scared Ethereum's gonna get an ETF.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ethereum,
They don't want it.
Ethereum flips Bitcoin
Yeah.
this cycle.
Can I say something?
Exactly.
Please.
Let me say this. So, what's the name of your
Give 'em mic.
brand? Dollar Cost
Oh.
Crypto.
Yeah.
So when people say,
Can you
"Oh, the
show
OA bought 170,000 Ethereum," that could just be one stage of the dollar cost of potentially Richard's wallets. We don't know what Richard's wallets are. We don't know his Bitcoin. We don't know his Ethereum. He's been in the game far longer than all of us. All we see is the DAI conversion into Ethereum.
Yeah.
And then we say, oh, look, he bought the top at 3,600 or whatever it was, 3,700 average, right? That could just be a step of a dollar cost average plan.
Right.
And then to the same thing that you had said, how long has it been stationary? That's been marketing for us for like 2 years while this was being built. Look, the DAI hasn't moved. The DAI hasn't moved. The DAI hasn't moved. We've been echoing that for nearly 3 years now. Now the DAI moves, it converts into Ethereum. Again, I don't believe that it's buying a top. I don't think it's Richard's only capital. So like there's narratives around a lot of this speculation.
Yeah.
That's a good point, especially. I mean, we don't know what's being thought about in the background as far as optics wise and stuff like that. Yeah.
And we assume that we can only have loans in crypto through protocols, through smart contracts. That's not how like a lot of capital or loans against capital actually functions. It actually functions with a contract with lawyers, with entities that have a lot of capital to lend against capital that could be secured in the form of DAI.
Right.
So there's a lot of permutations a lot of people just don't think about.
I mean, yeah, because if your bags are big enough, you can get a real world loan and stuff like that. That is starting to happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'd have to go to some big money centers.
I think a lot of people tried that with Celsius, right?
Right.
And that didn't end too well. But
do you think that Celsius is the same kind of capital as DAI? Do you
No.
consider
No.
something as volatile as Bitcoin or Ethereum or Hex or PulseChain is going to be volatile based on emotion? But these things are also like DAI as a basket of here are things that are dollar based, Ethereum based as far as the backings. So there's different characteristics against what you would loan against as a high value asset in crypto.
Yeah, the
what
more
would
we
you
can do
loan
it,
your money against?
right, and the more we can do that in DeFi, the better. Because there's that project. What was the name of it again? That one Project Pi. You have Polemos coming out. You have all these different types of lending coming out this bull market that we didn't even have the last bull market. Right. And so I think there's just going to be more options for people in the actual DeFi space to do that. Yeah.
And to speak on Celsius for a second, their business model worked. It's just they were doing stupid things in the background. Like the main thing they did is they were trying to be the platform with the highest yield. So they were saying they were doing these safety strategies and stuff like that. And they're if they just did what they said they were doing, they would have been massively profitable. Just like FTX.
Same with FTX.
FTX, same thing. All these guys, Voyager, all these Gemini are, as long as they weren't doing stupid things, it's like you have an exchange, it's a money printer. It's a money because like people didn't know about the Celsius or the Voyager app. You could buy cryptos on there too. They were money printers.
That's why the government hates this shit.
Yeah.
Because we take the money printers and they're like, you guys
Yeah.
can't have money printers.
Nah, we made our own. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no second money printer. There is no second.
Mhm.
Yes, there is.
Now
Sorry,
I know.
Boomer. I'm buying the 401k. That's really why that's the crux of everything. That's really why they hate crypto is because we're not dollar cost averaging into stocks.
Yeah.
We're buying like we're
sucking the value.
we're taking our own value out. And they're like, how dare the sheeple buy stuff that I don't own?
That's
And they've printed infinite dollars, and then we make stable coins, and they're like, you can't do that. It's like, well, you can't fucking ruin the money supply. Like, what's this gonna do?
And talk about an extra rip on the dollar as the dollar's getting beat the fuck up everywhere
Yeah.
else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I think stable coins are like too big to fail at this point. You know.
Yeah, careful.
I mean-
yeah, we
Right.
saw Luna, but and USD.
Knock on the table.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
USDC, I'm talking about. or
Yeah.
USDC,
Well, yeah, I think.
As soon as he says,
Yeah,
it,
right.
Yeah, right.
Let me show you the price.
bro.
I think.
I'm holding all tether and it just goes to zero.
I call the stable coin top.
About the
I do
USDT dip.
I do think Tether's in a better place than most people
Yeah.
think. Yeah. I mean, everybody's been talking shit about Tether since what?
They've been
like
fine.
2016, 2017?
Yeah. It's because they're not
Never had a
in the
problem.
USA.
We had the
Yeah,
nice
basically.
peg.
Is Bitfinex Asian owned?
Maybe.
'Cause
But it's Samson Mao has a big influence there, as well as Adam Back, who could be Satoshi.
No, you think so?
Yeah. Well, I think he's part of the group.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Szabo, but
I think it's both.
Oh.
Like, I think it's like,
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of like Shakespeare, right?
yeah,
Like, did one guy really create all that fucking shit? It's
Right.
like, it's probably a group of people, right?
Yeah.
And so I think the same thing about Satoshi. It's like, it's better if it's a few people because, like Hal Finney, Nick Szabo, Adam Back. And if you have all those guys, kind of just be like, okay,
Dude, it's Craig
That
Rice.
sounds decentralized.
yeah. I forgot. It's
yeah, right.
I bumped into a
Not
guy
the
in a club in London a few weeks back, and he was a BSV maximalist,
Wow.
and he's like absolutely convinced that Craig Wright really is Satoshi.
Jesus Christ.
He's convinced. Man. Like I was like laughing.
Do
I mean-
you guys remember Good Texture?
Yeah,
He's a full-on Bitcoin Satoshi Vision maxi, bro.
no way.
Dude, I could not, bro. I feel bad for him now. Like, I'm
Yeah.
like he was like, Miguel, like, bro, what do you think about it? I told him, hey, I don't, I don't hate the guys. Yeah. I don't think it's that great of a token and stuff. It'll still pump, but like, it's not gonna do better than regular Bitcoin. And then he's like, bro, just check out this chart and stuff. And then I looked into his Twitter. He's just posted nothing but Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, dude.
But actually,
I
who gives
mean,
a fuck who's
No, it's still
Satoshi?
around.
Isn't
Wait,
Craig
you know-
like losing that lawsuit?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He's getting fucking
So
destroyed.
like, how could, I just don't understand how you can still. I mean,
Delusion.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's what they say about us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This sounds
Sure,
familiar,
yeah, why not?
actually.
At least we
Very
recognize
familiar.
that.
They aren't that big of a deal.
You can have
No, it's
one-on-one.
Elon, Elon Musk and the
Yeah.
PayPal Mafia. That's who created Bitcoin. Let's cut through the bullshit now.
Peter
God.
Thiel.
Black Apple Cars.
Shout out to Peter Thiel.
I actually would be pretty okay with it if it was Peter Thiel. I really would.
I like Peter
I
Thiel.
would be against it, yeah.
Though, even though he did cause the fucking Silicon Valley bank runs. Let's just be like, did you guys hear that?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
he
didn't know that was it.
he sent out a huge. I mean, for him, like, so he's so fucking famous. By him sending a private memo, he sent it out to basically half of fucking half of Silicon Valley. He said, "Hey, I'm starting to get a little worried about this bank. Like, I think they don't have all their funds. I just pulled all my money out, and then that started the daisy chain."
Well, and here's the thing, right? Like the FDIC,
Yeah.
they literally had a meeting in November. So it was that like 6
Yeah,
months
yeah,
before that
yeah.
happened. It was recorded in there. Like, yeah, probably some of these banks are going to fail. I think they actually named Silicon Valley Bank. And it's like, okay, so what's Peter Thiel's connection with the FDIC, who's supposed to be protecting everybody, right? Like, interesting little.
But see,
group
they
there.
set that all up. They
Yeah.
set it all up from the
100%.
beginning. They
Yep.
set them up to fail, just like they did the same thing to
No,
the
that's
banks.
conspiracy theory.
No,
Like,
they
let's-
did.
no, let's not talk. No, I'm just
They
kidding.
did the same thing to the banks that they did to the lending institutions back in fucking 2007, 2008. It was the same exact thing. It was like, okay, you guys don't want to be regulated? Go ahead. You guys go ahead and say whatever you want. What do they call it? What was it called, Gary, when everybody can just tell everyone, what is it?
Self-report.
Self-report your income or whatever, right? Remember they did that and everybody got
Ninja loans.
Hey,
Hey.
$1 million homes for everybody.
Yeah,
Don't
you
care
know,
if you're
good job.
working at 7-Eleven, and we knew what was going to happen. Same thing happened here when they deregulated those banks. They said, you guys can act like $1 billion banks if you want, and boom, they
Now,
all collapsed.
I do gotta say something. Like one of my favorite comedians, Tim Dillon, has such a good bit.
He's so good.
He's the best,
Yeah.
bro.
I saw him live.
You saw him
Oh,
live?
yeah,
Oh,
Chicago.
dude, Tim
He's
Dillon's
so
the
funny.
best.
Dude, that's gotta be a good show.
What's so good about him is he's literally selling subprime mortgages. So, and he's a comedian, so like he knows.
He got kicked off at Airbnb. Did you hear that story?
Because of cactus furniture or something. But you know, one thing that he's saying about those things, it was like only in America can you get scammed by be given money, millions of dollars. So he's saying, I mean, it is true. Most of the guys who bought these subprime mortgages, like there was an underlying, a lot of people who were just trying to get their first home. That's fucked, right? But then there was a ton of other people that were getting.
I don't mean to cut you off, but
yeah.
Hey, we got 1,000
Okay.
viewers.
Hey!
Oh, shit. Wow.
Yeah.
That's gotta be a
Damn,
record.
look at that.
Bye, Alluvium. Oh, my bad.
My BBC.
Oh my God! Crypto Bendu said Tim Dillon just called the congresswoman a goblin bitch today.
quick key question is which one?
Which I
Yelling. That girl yelling.
actually was surprised. I got a lot of flack
Yeah.
for this because if I ever had a daughter, I'd call her Nancy because I want her to be a pro trader, dude. Like, dude, Nancy Pelosi is the god, bro. She don't miss.
Yeah.
That lady does not miss and stuff. So, I mean, he puts a Warren to shame. That's a crazy thing.
That's true.
But speaking of sports cars, even though we were not talking about that, so Super Hex, did you just got a new car, right?
Yeah, I got a Lambo STO.
Ooh, okay.
It was pretty too.
Yeah.
It's nice.
They put the ropes around it when you parked at the club. That was nice.
Dude, so-
Keep the people off it.
yeah, dude, because people actually be like, I've seen it happen in Miami. People get on other people's cars
Yeah.
for no fucking reason.
Yeah,
How do you
I get
handle
worried
a
about that
situation like
sometimes. Yeah. Sorry?
How would you handle that situation if someone got on your car? Because I've
Get the
literally,
on my car.
yeah.
I mean, I've never had it happen yet.
Right.
I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't, but I mean, you can't always 100% always be, monitoring your car.
Right.
And then I also don't want to like be with hanging out with Hexans thinking, oh, someone touched my car. Like, I don't want to be like that. So,
Yeah.
Gotta
It's
have
like-
that CCW.
hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does happen,
Filthy hands.
That
off.
there's-
concealed and
You got
carried.
insurance on it and everything.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
or,
So do you recommend? So what do you like? Because obviously, like me and Charlie have had we've had like fresh and fit on, and we've done like a webinar called Return on Flex,
Yeah,
which is
that's
this
a good
whole thing where we like talk about like you're trying to make money, but let's not spend it stupidly and get the best assets, right? But
kind of like what Richard was doing, you got to market yourself too.
correct. Yeah. So there is this whole thing where like there's kind of this lane of like certain years of like sports cars where it's still like really cool, flashy, amazing, versus like I saw somebody recently. I think it was a 50 Cent. I think he was making fun of. You know what I'm talking about, Kyle, right? Yeah. But what's his name? Oh my God, I forgot his name. New York rapper. French Montana, yeah, he was making fun of French Montana because he bought himself like a super old Bugatti, and then he's like, you freaking idiot,
You drove it off the lot. It was
worth nothing,
like 30%.
Yeah, it was worth nothing. He's like, they're fucking laughing at you as you bought it.
Retail, motherfucker.
But do you try to buy them like a year old, 2 years old stuff? Because I think most people don't. They just think like, I'm gonna get a brand new Ferrari. I'm gonna get and which is probably a terrible idea.
Yeah, not a brand new anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I mean, during COVID, even the used stuff was going over MSRP or over what it's just
Sticker,
supposed
right?
to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now I bought this car brand new, but I did get it below MSRP,
Good.
which was not the case 12 months ago. You're
Right.
paying over MSRP to get it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like that new Corvette, you can't get that thing for
Mhm.
even
But
close.
the car market's correcting a lot, even Rolexes.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
Do you think we had the Rolex bottom like 6 months ago? It felt like it, sort of.
I just got alerts of some that I've had my eye on for a long time, and they've dropped more.
Oh damn!
So I don't know. It may be certain models, but yeah,
Richard called the
things are
watch
still
stop.
correcting.
Richard called the watch stop.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
that is true.
That's the thing. Yeah.
There was this shitcoin trader. What the freak is his name? So there's some shitcoin trader where like what he did is like he couldn't cash out. Like he was having trouble cashing out. So what he did is he was OTCing Ethereum to people and crypto. He was buying Rolexes off of everybody, and he bought a bunch of Incredible Hulks, Batman, Batgirls, Starbucks. So basically, just like a Rolex like this, except it's just stainless steel. But because they have like a little colored dial right here, they all have like these names or whatever, right?
Yeah, like the Pepsi.
The
Pepsi's supposed to be discontinued here shortly,
Yeah.
so you'll probably see a spike. They always spike.
Yeah.
and then they drop off 3 months later back to where they were.
Yeah. Does that one have
So
any
you never want
meteorite
to
in
you
it?
never want to buy it right after they discontinue it.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Does
one
that
of
one
the
have
oldest
any
ones.
meteorite in it?
This one?
No. Like,
Yeah, this
the
one is.
Pepsi. Oh, that one does?
This is the meteorite.
Oh, shit. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Discontinued.
that's the one.
That's
Not
hard.
that one, but I want the meteorite Pepsi in
Mm.
white gold.
Yeah, that
That's
one's
the
awesome.
one I want so
Yeah.
bad.
This
So-
is like
Well,
the
that would
richest
probably-
man conversation I've ever had.
Well, the meteorite Pepsi will probably.
what about
do
Triple
well.
Gotti? Let's.
I don't know. Actually, I've got a question. Since we're speaking about watches, I'm trying to buy a Rolex. Every time I go in the
Okay.
shop, they never have any. Like,
The Rolex shop is just for like, what do you call it? Like browsing and perusing.
Yeah.
You want
retail.
to, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You want to go to another shop that's like,
You
they
need to
have
go
a
to,
good
yeah.
chunk of them, and,
Right.
they buy them
A
off
watch
the
dealer,
market. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Find yourself a broker. They'll
Yeah.
broker you one.
Yeah.
How about them T-shirts? No,
I think you can get this sent from other places too.
yeah. I know you can buy them online, but I actually want to go like physically.
No.
look at them
Yeah,
and-
you don't.
I know
no,
a spot
I
here in
don't
Vegas you can
trust
check
that
out.
shit.
Yeah.
They've had watches. I'll tell you where.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I ain't giving them a spot here.
Wait till you see my video on my rain gutters, though. You guys are gonna freaking love it. Yeah, I got new rain gutters.
Yeah, haven't you heard?
You ever seen my rain
That's why the
gutters?
big red candles.
That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
that was my hex
Yeah.
flex. Put rain gutters up on the house.
God.
My wife's been yelling at me for 20 years to put them up. I had to prove to her that we made money in crypto.
Right.
Go Ray covers.
There you go.
Gold Key wants to know how you feeling, Coffee.
Oh, dude, I felt better. If I could properly speak, I would tell you, but I lost my voice as well. So
And
We're hanging in
everybody
there.
has Voices. That's
yeah.
The voice
So,
drop is
what's the
in.
move tonight? Where we
Yeah.
going?
Oh, dude,
I'm going to bed, mate.
I'm not
I
looking
got
to
2
get
more days
assaulted.
here too. I'm not
Oh,
gonna survive.
you're fucking bro.
Uh,
They all say. All these guys say no. I'm not going out tonight, and they will, bro. They will.
I mean, it's Saturday, so
This is the best. I was actually shocked. So, I mean, I'll say a little bit what we did. I was actually shocked that the place we went to was dead.
on the
Like,
club.
Yeah,
Jewel.
that was.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by that on a Friday.
Mm.
Very weird.
Yeah.
But
But the one before that, Ego,
oh, Ego.
that was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ego was
Yeah.
really
It was great.
cool. Yeah. I don't know how much.
that was a perfect size event for that many
Yeah.
people. It was
Yeah.
really nice.
Because that actually, I got to give you a lot of props for that, because it is really hard to gauge, because you like because we've done an event and sometimes either you get too big of a space or like way too, and half the time it is usually too small.
Yeah.
Because everyone always brings like a +1 or something like that, and then you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah. No, the problem was the freaking alcohol bellies that we had, because you guys went through the first
Excuse me?
round in an hour. Then I put up another round,
Yeah.
another hour. That one lasted about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then Hexy Bastard, thank you.
Yeah.
Bought another round for
He did the
everybody.
round
And I was
three for
like,
himself.
took us to about 1 o'clock. And then you guys closed the bar down. They had to kick everybody out. But
I was starting to have to pay for water. I'm like, what is going
But-
on?
let me give
Really?
credit to Black
Towards the end,
Mexican
yeah.
for that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
she
she
put on an
killed it.
event like nobody. It wasn't
Shout
me.
out to
It wasn't me.
Kaylin.
She does a great job.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, let's go do it. And she did it. And that was,
Yeah.
and I'm not being biased. That was the best Mexican event we've ever had. It was
Yeah.
every single event was fun. Every single thing we did was good. There was
Yeah.
nobody like taking over the thing and calling it their own or anything. It was just
Yeah.
Mexicans came and did their thing.
Yeah.
Nobody was forced to do anything anywhere. And it was a lot of fun, you know?
Yeah, a lot of good networking.
Yeah,
A lot of good
it was great.
networking,
Yeah.
and we had outside crypto people coming in, you know,
Mhm.
people from other industries coming in and talking. And the pitch fest was just great.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, that's showing that we're already the Hexagons are have mechanics going on
Yeah.
to take PulseChain into the future by doing stuff like that with PulseChain Foundation and incubation tanks and and pitch fests and these.
and that's really unique because that wasn't done before.
No,
That you guys, I mean, that was almost Shark Tank level, like what you guys were doing. That was so
Fuck
cool.
yeah. And it's just going to set a precedent, and we're gonna just keep on improving on it. And this is nothing Richard has to do with anything. This is
Yeah,
community
community.
based grassroots shit right here.
Well,
And,
that's the most important, because we need people like in the community to like move the project forward, right?
exactly
Like it's not going to do it by itself.
exactly, and that's what Richard wants. And I said it on stage. That a lot of the people in the community are giving all these guys shit for building their projects. And it's like,
but-
fuck off.
Yeah, but it's
Leave
my
everybody
fault.
alone.
It's
Let
my
them.
fault the price went down, man.
It's
It's
just-
my fault.
It's always your fault.
Crypto's
Wait,
crypto. It's gonna crypto. So fucking shut up, everybody. Don't buy shit. You're gonna fucking lose your money on, you dumbasses. If you don't know what it is, stay the fuck away from it. But let these guys do their thing. And that's what Richard built PulseChain for. Go ahead. Hey, explore, guys. Now you can go build shit. And so the community needs to shut the fuck up and quit giving everybody such a hard time about it and let them go do their thing and don't fucking invest in it and don't tell your friends about it if you think it's bad, you know, but let Scooter fucking fly on his own, see if he crashes into a mountain. If not, then, hey, great. We got a good product. Let it go. You know, and that's what we've got to do. We don't have corporations to vet this shit. We don't have governments to fucking, you know, regulate it. We don't want that, right? We want to self-regulate. So let people do their thing and stay the fuck away from it if you're too fucking, you know, scared or you don't know what you're doing. And, you know, let it go. I'm not going to invest in shit I don't want to invest in. I'm not going to get my friends involved in it, you know? So
that's why the education from the community is so important, right? When like people are like doing streams like we're doing here and just like being like, hey, this is what this shit's about. Because if you understand what you're investing in, yeah, you can take more shots.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and if you follow a project from the beginning, you know the people that are involved in it and you trust them enough to, you know, take some risk on them, then that's you, you know, and don't go out there and try and be Captain Save a fucking pleb on your streams and fucking, you know.
Oh my God.
And try and poke everybody in the eye who's trying to do something. Fuck you, go do something instead of trying to go out there and fucking pick on people, you know.
I remember when Richard first started talking about first, you know, maybe first few streams of PulseChain, he was like, I remember him saying, I've already heard people who want to build on it. And when I first heard it, I was like, really? Who's, you know, who, I wonder who, you know, is he just marketing? Is he just talking about this? Did he actually know somebody who has actually reached out? What is this? And it's been unbelievable since after launch, you know, you get a Pulse coin list and it's like 217, 218 projects, different platforms, stat sites, you know, platforms and everything else and tokens and otherwise. But it has been unbelievable from the start, since PulseChain was even incepted. So I've been impressed.
Yeah. And that's from RHMax, the guy that is 90-10.
You know, last night I saw so many new faces, unfamiliar faces, and that told me that we're going the right direction, and that's why we just need to keep, you know.
And how about the other influencers too, like Ben Bitboy being there and Donovan being
that's
there.
cool.
I mean, that's like that's cool, you know.
And they
not that we need them. I'm not like fucking, you know, you know, Donovan's a smart kid. Ben's got a lot of attention, but it's good to have them saying, "Hey, man, you guys were right." You know, and that's what we wanted, right? So we fucking won. We've got some prisoners of war here. Let's treat them right, you know, and then let's go take some more motherfuckers, because that's what this community's doing. We're kicking some ass, man. They're fucking afraid of what's happening. Richard has fucked crypto.
Let's go, Viet Cong. Let's go, you guys.
And they don't know the
We're only
monster
getting
that
started.
has been created because this fucking community, man, you guys are blowing my minds. How smart, how strong, how wise, how fucking independent. You guys are killing it out there, man. And it's scary. Crypto should be fucking scared right now. And Richard hasn't even stepped in yet. Our real field general hasn't even stepped in. This is just us doing this shit for the last couple of years. Richard's been absent, bros. Wait till he steps into this motherfucker and leans on us. Then what's going to happen? You think we're strong and badasses now? Fuck, you ain't seen shit yet, bros. You ain't seen shit.
When Richard live stream, you know.
Yeah, well, whenever he's ready, man.
Yeah. Imagine what the price will do if he starts streaming again.
Just the tweet of like, hey, how y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? And then like he goes on like 8 hours later or something like that's gonna be incredible.
I used to love it when he tweets like, "Should I live stream?"
Just like, should I live stream now?
Yeah, cool.
10,000 likes.
It's like and retweet this if you like the fucking gains, right? It's like,
It'll be something like that probably. Actually, it'll be something incognito.
Yeah. Every time Richard tweets that, I always in my head, my inner dialogue is sort of like, feeling kind of cute today. Might do something today.
Might stream. I don't know.
Like, I might stream today. Feeling kind of cute. Might delete this later. I don't know. Richard.
Wow.
Dude, that would be hilarious if he actually didn't tweet that out. That would be so funny. But you're right. If he literally said, "Hey, I'm going to stream tomorrow at 00 UTC time," bro.
Yep.
Bro.
That's all it would take.
Send it.
Yep. How many people will be waiting? How many people will be in that stream, you think?
Probably 10,000.
I'm 10,000
5,000
minimum.
That'd be like 5,000 live or something.
We got
like
1,200 right here.
Jeez,
that's a record.
Hit the like button, you
I think
guys.
it'd be 10 to 20,000.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm telling
probably.
you, man, it's the power is fucking pumping in this community.
Yep.
I mean,
I mean, who else gets bigger? Usually in a bear market, people go away. They hide. But like everyone comes out instead.
Yeah. Well, this community is extremely active in the bear market, right?
Yeah.
But the only time I got the sentiment that like the PulseChain community or the Hex community was like, oh shit, like I don't know about this for a second, was like back in December. And that's like what made me want to buy it so much more. December of last year, because we just kind of had like,
Yeah.
I think projects, they were coming out, but they didn't all
They were
come
premature because they were waiting for
Right.
Pulse. Everyone thought PulseChain was going to launch, and so like you've got all
Right.
these like yeah.
And so I just saw like a lot of negative sentiment on Twitter and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I'm like, okay, like if there's people who sacrifice, they should know what they sacrifice for. They should basically be like, okay, I'm going all out for that.
Yeah.
And if you start seeing people question that, that's the best time to buy. And that was literally right next to the bottom.
I think that was the end of year gloominess. I think people were like, man, are we really going in 2024 and this thing hasn't went to the roof yet?
Yeah.
Like that kind of,
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know what, that kind of thing.
Yeah. But I mean, great time to be buying. Yeah.
I see gold key in the chat.
But think about it. Even before, just think of how good. Like people forget how good we were performing even in the bear market. Like, obviously, initial crash, everyone got punched in the face. Oh shit, right? But once we bottomed out, like at I think we went to 1.6 cents when there was just one hex before we had all these people fighting, right? We had one hex. We literally pumped back up to like 10 cents. We did a 10x in the bear market. Like in the bear market before PulseChain even launched and stuff like that, and then from there we had a lot of action actually. I think people forget that, and then you got to think too, because me and Charlie were looking at other coins. We were looking at like nuclear fallout in other communities. There was nothing there. There was not.
Yeah, they were just gone.
There was no 10x. There was nothing. There was no pump. There was no YouTubers. Just death and destruction. Me and Charlie had to put on the Red Cross like sort of outfit and stuff because we knew people who like their entire community was in Luna, which we told them not to, but they didn't listen. And we were walking in there, and they were talking shit about us and everything like that. Because they were lunatics.
Well, and we told
terrorists.
We told them. I think like yeah.
Is that really what they call themselves?
Yeah, they were calling themselves terrorists.
Ain't that a pack of Mexicans yet, though.
But we told them 9 months
not
before Luna crashed
Right.
that it could. And they were like, no, this thing's never crashing. I'm putting all my money in. What was the stable?
UST.
Yeah. There's like, I'm going to put it in there and stake it for the 20%. It's like,
It's the Bangkok. Do you guys know the Bangkok story? I think somebody talked about it where
Okay.
the guy, like, I think he put it into the USDT or whatever.
Yeah.
Went to Bangkok, Thailand or wherever. And then it just, everything went bad like 2 weeks later. And then his whole plan to like, all this stuff just fell apart. Like, yeah, that's a crazy story. And
but first off, like the Bangkok story, goddamn, that's right, already off. We're already way off the path right now.
I thought you didn't say Bangkok a second ago.
No,
I'm just.
No.
I want to know what the Bangkok story is.
Sorry, I got to protect the innocent.
Probably hookers and blood.
But
this goes deeper. I think.
Can you, if you're going to come up on the topic, can you talk a little bit about incentive token? So as far as I understand, there's been 25 million that's been minted basically since the origin of PulseChain. 25 million, I think at its all-time high, it was like $80 during the launch. It came down and came down. At the all-time bottom, I think it's around 40 cents or something like that.
Yeah.
So if you were to say, what is the median or what is the middle as far as that entire price action from $80 down to 40 cents and where it sits today at about 8? So 8 times 25 million means about $200 million worth of value is either in people's wallets or has been sold through. So there's a lot of like you were saying something about volatility or about the price action on the chain. Incentive token is an interesting token just because it's the forever down token, but still people are either buying it or selling it at $8. I think that's interesting.
It is the lowest supply RH token, right? There's like a really funny meme I always laugh at. It's this chick with green eyes, and it says, no SEC, no SEC, no OA. This is the fundamental.
Oh, yeah.
You see, like it's right there.
That cracks me up there because that's like the argument for Hex. It's like, oh, there's no way he has 90% of the supply, blah, blah, blah. But then as soon as like it's something that they want to pump, they're like, oh yeah, there's no way, this is great.
Yeah, it's a bragging point, and now we just stole it.
I think personally with the Ink token, it's probably going to do quite well, but I don't understand why people are so bullish about it. I don't get it. Like,
why are you fighting my bag?
I like it because I have it, and that's why I like it.
He's like, dump incentive, buy 9-inch, buy BBC.
No, because at the moment it doesn't actually do anything. Right? I mean, he might use it as a DAO token or something later, which is cool. And I'm not trying to foot it. I'm just saying I don't understand. Like, so the reason I sold the other day was because I seen about 20 tweets in a row where people were just like overexcited about it. So for me, that was a top signal. I'm just like, yeah, it's going to go down soon. It's got to.
Well, just
but it has doubled since.
Richard has said constantly. Richard has said constantly that 99% of the use case of cryptocurrency is speculation. 99%, right? Store of value. Like how many people believe that Ethereum or Bitcoin going as high as it does? and going as low as it does is store of value. That's just a certain small population, I believe. But when it goes to incentive token, part of the narrative I saw inside of Twitter, the same reason, and I'm not positive about incentive or negative, but I'm saying that the speculative energy that you saw 8 tweets in a row about is that there's whales in PLS, there's whales in Hex, there's whales in PLSX, right? But the only way that people can become whales in incentive token is to provide liquidity long enough to generate it or to buy it off the market. So you have these big positions where people have sacrificed $100 million, right, to participate. And their only way to get into that coin is either to buy or be LP, basically taking their supply off market. So it's a really interesting dynamic just to speculate. And that's most of the reason that we're here.
Yeah.
Well, Richard tweeting that, he something around leverage on Pulse and PulseX got me a little more interested in it. Like him saying that himself or suggesting it otherwise. And then we see, Sack Daddy buying Ink, buying Hex, buying Pulse, buying PulseX.
I don't think the men should say
It's kind of like yelling.
Poppy,
Women
I mean,
can say Sack Daddy all they want, and I think there's context to that.
How should
Men, please choose a different thing. Don't say Sack Daddy.
It's already trending, Gary. It's already trending on Twitter. Okay.
It's too late for a lot of people.
Well, it seems boring that when I say like, a person like entity well thing, it's
Greg the Duck is fine.
Greg the Duck. Okay.
Wrong.
I like Sack Daddy.
Zach Daddy rubbed you the wrong way.
Greg the Duck is waddling around. He's like, I want Ink, I want Pulse, I want PulseX, I want Hex, and I'm like, all right, well, this guy's buying it, so that's my 2 points.
Sack Poppy.
Maybe actually this is an interesting
Poppy with an I.
discussion because like I was super surprised that whoever the OA is was like bridging in money and buying up the tokens. I did not see that coming up.
Yeah. It's good to see. Vote of confidence.
Very, very big vote of confidence.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought he was going to do well anyway, but him coming in and doing that just made me like 100x more bullish.
And if he's able to do that, I mean, he must have some legal sign off, probably. Maybe.
So at first, I tried.
Timing was nice for the Las Vegas event, I must say.
Yeah.
No, that was nice.
Very, very nice.
369 Tour. That's a great name too, dude. 369 Tour. That was pretty sick.
Have to do it again.
Yeah. Oh, we're supposed to announce that. We're gonna do it every year now. Vegas 369.
Fuck yeah.
Done deal, sir.
Nice job.
Hey.
Wow. Props.
So Hexican convention is gonna be Vegas 369. Just gonna be a meetup with everybody doing their thing, and we're letting everybody come. All crypto gets to come. It's not
Good
just
timing because I'm probably going to need a fucking year to recover.
That's what we figured. It'd be about
Same
a
time
year.
next year.
Everybody be okay. Come back again.
I'm gonna make Kyle make his drinks right now.
Well, it's like what we got over there. Done.
But you literally, for something like this, you got to start planning a year in advance.
Yeah.
You know,
It would be
It
great.
does
though.
take a minute.
It's a lot of
To
work.
go back
It's
to
not
London.
easy to just pick a date and just say, okay, this is when we're going to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nearly 1,300 viewers, bro.
Yeah.
This is
That's
nuts.
insane.
Nuts.
Wow, that's
Pump it
true.
higher. I want higher.
Shout out to SJ for doing a lot of the work too.
Oh, hell yeah.
She set a lot of this stuff
She
up.
did a lot.
Yeah, SJ was
Her and Kayla.
freaking
SJ.
Yeah,
Kayla,
SJ
yep.
Kayla was
Killer.
doing a lot. Hey, SJ. There we go.
yeah, well, SJ
I'm your
appears.
sack daddy.
Yeah, she crushed
Get it
it.
trending.
Black Hexkin, I can't say enough about her.
Yeah.
She really put this thing together well.
Yeah.
And
Money
you know,
game.
and it wasn't just like our show. It was the Hexkin.
Should we tell the story now?
Coffee.
I feel like I gotta tell that story, but like I don't know if it's the right time.
Embarrass another Hexagon. Come on down. Let's go.
Basically, like last time I was in London with Money Gang, he ended up in prison.
Oh my
Ew. What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, what exactly happened? It actually sucked for him. He got held up at knife point by a bunch of guys. We were
wow.
just hammered,
Where,
wasted.
you guys
And
wearing Rolexes and stuff?
welcome to
Watch
I was
it.
walking down to like the Soho region with him, and
Yeah.
you know, we were just looking for a bar to go in late at night. It was like maybe 2 a.m.
Okay.
And I look around, and next thing you know, he's just gone. So he had gone to smoke a cigarette with some random dudes that just were trying to basically fuck with him. And so they let him down this alleyway, and apparently, you know, I just went into a bar on my own because I was just like, I can't find him. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Damn.
And,
Well, first of all, no random dudes are going to walk me down a goddamn alley.
well, I mean,
Second of all, you pull a knife out on me, you better be prepared for some fucking lead
well, this is
injection.
London, right? No one's got guns.
Right.
So,
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be hard to travel
Yeah.
London without a freaking gun, right?
yeah,
I did bring.
This is why I hate
blunderbusses
London,
last
guys. I
time.
hate London.
Like, why is London so shit?
it's actually dangerous.
Like, I mean, because like London was like, I mean,
it wasn't dangerous.
right, London's really great to drink and shit. It's like, I'm going to go to UK. I'm going to go, right?
Yep.
heavily armed.
Probably
somehow. Somehow.
Just take a fucking machete. Mate,
I mean, because they got stab daddies. No, they don't got sack daddies. They got stab daddies.
No, seriously, like, have you seen the meme where like you step off a plane in London and then you see the guy just like stabbing up a mob? Like,
I think you posted that meme. I was like, now I hear the story. It all makes sense.
Stabbing up a mob, fucking dummy. And all
Welcome to London.
That's like fucking Pinta shanking out here, man. It's like,
no, you don't want to walk around. You can't wear like a nice watch in London. You'll just get stolen. You just got to be super careful, man. When I'm in London, I get cabs everywhere.
Ironically, money getting higher is bodyguards.
Like, I don't fuck around.
so what do you guys have like knife shops out there? You go get yourself a nice knife.
I guess, yeah.
We got shivs.
A ship.
No, but the thing is, they've tried to like clamp down on it. So if you get caught with a knife in London or in the UK now, you're supposed to get like 10 years in prison.
God damn.
Oh, you can't carry a knife?
No, you can't carry a knife. You're not
Holy
supposed to.
But that never works because then like only criminals have weapons then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, man. You know, a knife fight is like never going to end well for anyone.
Like
and also, there's a statistic as well that like the guys who carry the knives usually are the ones that get stabbed.
Yeah.
Because like they struggle, they lose the knife. Now, if you threaten me with a knife and I get that knife off you, I will definitely stab you. You might not have wanted to stab me.
Right.
You might have just been trying to scare me, right? But then if I get that knife, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
So basically, by the knife, die by the knife. Yeah. Because like, dude, can you? I mean, anything. Like, I mean, you can tell with like a knife that large, but man, if they're carrying some knives out there, just one to the jugular, it's over.
Yeah, it's
just
over.
bleeding. Like there's nothing.
You just get an aorta poke or anything, man.
Well, one of my friends,
Damn, guys.
Murder, you're done.
a friend of mine got stabbed.
So you guys come down to
Taking
the
an
UK,
Uber
you guys.
back.
Free stabbings for everyone.
So why are we visiting you
I
again?
want to visualize it more.
Well, we're doing PulseChain tour in London.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Dude, I'm gonna find you some Kevlar, some sort of.
Yeah.
I'll be all right.
Stab vest.
That'd be hella funny.
Charlie,
We
did you say
we all post
oh
pictures
nice
of
or
all
oh
of us,
knife?
full
I
body.
couldn't tell. Oh knife.
Well, we need to go watch the premiere of The Lowest of Stakes as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's coming, man.
Yeah.
It's almost done.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
So I need to talk about elephant in the room because with the lowest of stakes, right? The entire time he's like, "Do I really like RG3? I really, really like RG3. He's my friend, and he's not going to be my friend."
No, we just sat in a room a few hours ago, and I showed RG3 the scene. And it wasn't so bad, right? It wasn't so bad.
It's not that bad. It's a little mean. Like
It's a little mean.
better people have said worse things about me, so it doesn't bother me. No, none of you crypto guys. So you guys don't fucking matter. You know, I'm talking about loved ones, so it doesn't hurt coming from you guys. But you know, it's all in good fun.
All good.
And probably what's going to happen is his movie's going to get more fucking ratings and reviews than ours.
And we're going to be submitting it for
Wow.
film awards and shit. Like, we're going to do everything we can. Like
It's going
Edinburgh
to
Film
Sundance.
Festival, we're going to try and get it
Oh, my
there.
God.
But it has to be like a certain length. I think it has to be an hour and 15 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
So at the moment, I think we're looking at about an hour. So we might just try and cram an extra 15 minutes in so that we can do it. We've got a great bit at the end as well. Like for the outtakes. Oh my God, the outtakes are so funny. The outtakes are better than the film. Like
Wow.
it's fucking hilarious, man. It's hilarious. There's a
And
guy
hey,
in the
there's
UK.
1,300 people on here. Go see the highest of stakes.
Yeah, the one that we all put our money
Don't look for
into.
the lowest of stakes. The highest of stakes is out now. You can see it. And it's about the Hex community and what we're doing here.
The highest of stakes, the lowest of stakes, and then the trilogy is going to be like the greenest of bubbles, like the greenest. Of, like what, we gotta have something,
Greenest
right?
of candles.
There you go.
We've got a
The
sequel.
highest of rugs.
Highest of rugs.
We've got a sequel planned. I've never said the name of it, but it's going to be called Shitcoin Millionaire.
I like that.
Wow.
I like that.
Can I,
All right.
man, sir, I would love to be.
Shitcoin
I would love to be in that exposure.
Yeah, you're like
Get
the
this one
star.
too.
Yes, sir, I will. Definitely. You're still filming for that, right?
Yeah.
So obviously we'll see a tidbit in there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
need to sit down with you for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
We can take questions, Carrie,
Yeah.
if you want.
Okay, Kyle, actually, let's do the super chats real quick, man,
Oh, okay.
and read them out loud, Kyle. 'Cause I have to hear you.
Yeah, no problem. We got Money Gang Crypto with the 19.99 euro or pounds. Yes, fantastic. Deploy the like button on the screen. Can we get some 69s in the chat for the UK's biggest streamer? Fantastic 69.
69.
He is taking the fucking piss there. That is so
Oh,
funny.
that's so good.
So
do you guys know what that's
No.
referring to?
What's it referring to?
We're referring to Crypto 7. That's how he
Oh.
speaks. Oh, fantastic. Yes, fantastic. Deploy the like on entry. I don't even want to shit on the guy too hard, but yeah, he's shitting on
You
him.
beefing with that guy?
He hates me, bro.
Oh, he hates you.
He hates me.
Interesting.
But I don't know anyone who likes him, so it's fine.
You know what? for the shit talking. That deserves a Pepe.
Didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened that we were nothing. I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I said I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Boom, and we're back, you guys, for that. I would say 3D roasting or stab. You're Stab Daddy.
Stab Daddy.
Stab Daddy. Oh my god, fuck, these names are horrible, man. Holy shit. Stab Daddy. All right, with the next super chat, man. Damn, that first one's gonna be hard to top, man. Raul with the $5 super chat. So we got most of the PulseChain Avengers today. That's right. Yeah,
boy.
We were fucking rugged by Hexologist, that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he didn't make it.
We tried. I tried so hard. I tried so hard, dude.
He cried though. He was like, "No, man, I can't. Mama won't let me leave. Mama won't let me leave." So I got a baby, man.
The potatoes. I love you, Hexo, man. Oh man. Next, we got Thomas Anderson with the $5 super chat. Cash out $10,000 in profit from fake DAI and fake WBTC this morning. Got plenty of PulseX. And what does the panel suggest I do with this next 10K? Ooh, that's a good question.
Hookers and cocaine.
Yeah.
I approve.
Some alluvium.
Yeah, get some fucking alluvium, some gala, Pepe when it dips one day, and then throw the rest of it into an incentive token.
Buy 9-inch, bro.
Yeah, buy a little 9-inch.
Buy his bags.
Buy a little bit of 9-inch.
A tad. Throw a K in there. Throw
Throw an E.
Yeah, it was funny when we were in the casino losing. We were judging it.
Losing?
How many ETH?
Right.
I
lost the whole ETH today, man. Oh shit! I just won half an ETH. Like,
since you fuckers have been here, I've been on a fucking monster winning streak. Like,
dude, I actually gambled much, but
true.
the first night I did
you've
lose
been
an ETH.
breaking it in.
Hey, if you lose, you just take a loan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it, man.
You made a random 17x on a slot machine.
That's
out of
yeah.
nowhere. Just fucking, hey, I'm feeling this one over here. And
Yeah, we were talking to everybody right after the the conference, the main conference day, right? Yeah, so we were coming out in Harrah's, and then I was just like, I felt something in the force, and I just decided I'm putting $100 in this machine.
and it works, and then we just walked away.
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
Black Hexagon was sitting there waiting for all of us to show up for brunch today, and she was throwing a quarter in one of the
slots.
No, the poker machine.
Oh, okay.
She had a royal flush.
Whoa.
$1,000 on a quarter.
Whoa.
Man.
If she'd have had the full 5 quarters in there or something, she went $1,000.
Yeah, holy shit.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Gold Key, I wish you were here, dude.
Legitimately, statistically, like gambling shit for 1 second. Shout out to Vegas Matt. I'm trying to get him on the show real soon and stuff. But for people who know, Vegas Matt is the biggest like gambling YouTuber here. Like that's actually like an actual gambling YouTuber.
Does that do it all tats and stuff?
No, tats and stuff. He's like he's like a 6-year-old guy and stuff like that. Him and his son, but him and fucking Steve will do it like do gambling streams like every single week now, dude. They're like that, like. Dude, gambling YouTube is like on up. It's peaking right now.
Really?
Well,
it's huge.
Well, in sports betting, right?
Yep.
It's kind of like America just saying, like, okay, we want to get people a little bit more degenerate here, so they stop thinking about inflation. You know, they can have some.
It's the Roman
get them into
circus, right?
crypto.
Exactly.
The distractions. Actually, I met a guy in Puerto Rico, made a shit ton of money off a sports betting company. So
There was a guy on Joe Rogan recently,
Yeah.
like he
Yeah,
wrote
that guy.
the book on like basically how to win at sports gambling.
Yep.
He was like, I would have sold this book for $25 million 10 years ago, but I'm retired now, so I'm just gonna spill all the juice, basically,
yeah,
right?
because it actually works for him. And
Yeah.
then like
Never bet on the Bears.
Well, he said
facts.
parlays.
No, yeah, parlays are stupid, right?
Well, yeah, because he's basically like, if you do the math right now, there's no regulation in the United States that says like they actually have to give you winnings.
Really?
So like basically, most people are like breaking even, losing a little bit, making a little bit, but they think like they're making a lot of money.
It's you mean winnings by saying like they're like all right, the like slot machines have to pay you like 96
Right, but they don't
cents.
have those laws for like DraftKings and these types of things yet. And so like these guys are like, I'm pretty sure what's happening is they're like, okay, how can we exploit that? Make as much money on parlays as we can as possible. Then once we have that banked, we'll get the laws, in that way, and then we'll be good. We got our money, so we're good.
Because I could see both ways of it. Like, I mean, the only guy I know, like, legitimately, the only guy we know that kills it on parlays is GG33. Like, I've seen him hit 45,000.
He has a different,
he's big money. I mean, he's putting in like $8,000, and he's making like 40,000 a hit.
Yeah,
like a hit. Like, but on these parlays. But the thing is like, what I mean, this is
fucking like Indian cricket or some shit. You know, like he literally doesn't understand any of the sports he's betting on. He's just like goes with the numerology.
Oh yeah, that's the numerology.
Dude wins.
But he did say this though. He's like, if you are gonna bet I'll give you guys one sauce because like I'm not gonna say everything, right? Right. That's Gigi right now, like on the screen, like, hey Miguel, but watch what you say. But he said if you're gonna do parlays, you have to go for the X's.
Oh, sorry.
So it's not because guys on the parlays go for way too little X's per dollar, right? Like if you're doing a parlay that's $1 and you're getting a 4X, it's just most of the time not worth it because you're just putting too much risk.
Right.
But if you're betting $1 to get $12, $13, then it's like, okay, it's now worth the risk to put the money on. But you also have to know what you're doing, right? So be careful. Do you guys put water on yourselves?
No. I just shared water because I just started drinking the water and he just gave me this look, and I realized it was his water.
I can't see your eyes. So I was like, is he messing with me right now? I was like, I can't see what you're looking at.
His water.
I'm gonna drink your milkshake.
Is this like a dominance move? I thought we were cool.
No.
Poppy took my water.
All right,
I
next
don't want to fuck with you. You're messing.
RD and $5 super chat. Hey Miguel, had 100 million pulse, but no PulseX or no PHEX. I split into 50 PulseX for now. DC into Phantom. Good move. Yeah, great move. Get your Phantom under $1 for sure, though. I mean, it's getting up there. Phantom's literally about to have the supersonic upgrade happening within the month. The $200 million for the bridge hack is going to be returned. Like, so 200 money incoming for the Phantom ecosystem. Their bank's going to open. They're going to open a new stable. Damn, Phantom's going to fucking rip, dude. And me and Charlie, right? I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm not.
I would say some people are, what do you call it? Not thinking about AVAX enough too. They've been doing some pretty good upgrades recently, especially for like their subnet.
Yeah.
So basically, like, because they got the GameFi, kind of edge on that, they can make like a lot of waves in that. And if that's the next kind of season or wave in crypto coming in Q2, right, along with Ethereum ETF stuff, I think that's one that a lot of people just really aren't talking enough about right now.
So Avalanche right now. So I mean, you guys close your ears, okay?
I can't handle this.
The Mexican's like, stop this bullshit. But no, AVAX, because they had that system shutdown, which was like a saving grace. It's $43 right now. Every other thing, even Cardano is pumped off. It's basically at the same price. It's basically at its local all-time high right now, which was $41. It's at $43 right now. Solana at the same time, when last time it was this, Solana was 120. Solana right now is at 150 right now. So it's lagging behind. So that's probably one of the screaming buys right now is Avalanche, and it's pretty easy to say just buy it under $100. I mean, that's really the X's there and stuff like that. But obviously,
where is it at right now?
It's $43.
Okay,
$43. So obviously, buy it below 50. You can if you're gonna get some. But obviously, I would wish there was. I mean, like the thing, it's this weird bittersweet thing where like I really want the prices to come down so I could buy, but then I'm like, why the fuck do I hate money?
Right.
Like, why do I want the prices to come down? It's this really weird thing where like you don't like if everything just keeps, because this is like straight up we're pumping like 2016. We're just kind of like. Just slightly going, then you have a couple of shit coins going massive shot incentive.
And Bitcoin has never gone up straight 7 months in a row. And if it gets a green candle in March, that'll be the first time ever.
Well, I mean, it did break all-time highs for the first time before it happened.
I
think it's new. I think it's a new paradigm. Like we've just. It really is different this time. Yeah.
Yeah, and you had a pretty good theory on like kind of how Wall Street buys dollar
the
cost
8-year cycle.
Yeah.
Just kind of like the steady Eddie increase.
So what Charlie's talking about is really like because like I originally came from traditional stock trading and stuff like that. So the way it usually works is that it's just small little. So like 3% up, 1.5% down, 2% up, 0.5% down. It's just steady Eddie gains like this, just like this. That's all it really is, and that's kind of what's happening right now. Is encrypted because these guys are dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. Then Bitcoiners and people who own a bunch of Ethereum have a bunch of Bitcoin, and a bunch of us have a bunch of Ethereum who have a bunch of L1s.
100% gain, 300% gain.
Are we in like 20? This is like 2016. Like Bitcoin.
Go ahead.
I have a question. So the current bridge that's popular for PulseChain,
is a multi-chain, right? So
Correct.
we can move things from Ethereum. That happens to be the most popular. We used to be on Ethereum exclusively as hexagons,
Right.
and now a lot of our trading is on PulseChain for transaction cost and trust in that bridge, right?
Right.
Is it possible? It's like this price action that's been happening with Pulse wrapped Bitcoin. Just in the past day, it's doubled in price, right? That's speculation.
Yeah.
That's people taking it from $80, which is a copy of wrapped Bitcoin from Ethereum when the fork happened. You said things about Phantom, different chain.
Yep.
Do you think it's good marketing to be able to trade Phantom on PulseChain because it's wrapped Phantom? Do you think it's a good thing to synergize marketing? Because people are going to talk about Phantom, and you can hashtag Phantom, and it's the real Phantom.
Right.
If it is wrapped and available on PulseChain, at least it's marketing. What are your thoughts?
It's as long as it's accepted in the, so if it's accepted in the, like, because we don't want, like, this is not taking shots at PDI or anything of this stuff, but you need that asset to be at the same rough price.
Yeah.
It can be off a couple cents, that's fine, but same rough price. So we need people to be able to bridge in wrapped. There's basically Phantom, right? Same price, and if that can be bridged into PulseChain and people can buy and sell it on there, I think it'd be worth it. I think we should have Solana, we should have AVAX, we should have all these coins, right? Which is good because that allows another market, and then eventually these bridges are like, well, they're accepting our assets over here and making money.
That's
So,
why-
What we saw on launch, and again, there was some anonymous person that paired and was LP with Pepe, right?
Yeah,
in the origin of PulseChain's launch. There's experiment there, farms and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
What I saw the Pepe people say is, that's not the real Pepe. Go over there and just sell your copy of Pepe and just sell it.
right.
But wrapped Pepe on PulseChain, I think would do well.
Yeah.
Because it's still the same degeneracy, but it's a lower transaction cost. It's still the same market. It's still the same supply being sequestered or being over on this other chain. It's not Pepe people. I don't think are necessarily only Ethereum diehards. They want Pepe because the price is going up and there's motion.
They'll follow where the money is, right?
So like the bridge, like people are looking for new projects. They're looking for new things basically to build on PulseChain. One of those things I haven't seen that I would like to see is more bridge of other assets tradable on PulseChain.
Well, I think what you should probably assume, right, is those people that come over, right, if there's like places they can stake it, places they can leverage it, stuff like this, they'll come over and they'll make some money. And you just expect maybe like 80% of them to leave with their money off chain and 20% to stay. And then as you get that, it's a compounding effect over time, right?
Well, I also think it'd be cool. Like, this is what we did with Hex, right? On Polygon. Do you guys remember that back in the last cycle?
Yeah.
We tried to get it on there because ETH fees are going to be insane. And they are right now again. So, but I haven't seen any other community like Shiba, for example. They totally could bridge all their liquidity over into PulseChain and then trade for no fees.
Well, isn't that interesting? It's like we wanted Hex on other people's platforms. Now it's like, no, you guys come to us.
Come to ours. That's
Yeah.
the idea.
Yeah, I like that.
And it's just, Lane, here's like we need 3 Paramounts or 3 of the talk in terms of like, all right, there's like 3 big places to get yield on PulseChain right now, right? It's PulseX, 9-inch, and then there's Flux, right?
Yeah.
And if there's no, they don't have to go crazy with any crazy amounts of yield and height, but like if there is some places where they're able to then be able to do Phantom, PulseChain, Phantom, 9-inch, Phantom, this, or whatever the coin, whoever community is coming over. Same thing with Flux, same thing with that. That makes a competitive yield farm market. And then people want to do, and they're like earning coins, and then damn, this coin's going up a lot.
And then they start talking.
And they bring in more people. Like, bro, I just fucking made $40,000 yield farming over here. What the fuck? This coin, it was only like $5,000.
Right.
Like in coins I got, and that's when people start telling all their guys or all their groups, and then money flows in.
Well, that was one of the things that Richard really, when he was only before PulseChain existed, talked about. There's more wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum than on Lightning.
Yeah,
that was a big thing, right? And because people could get behind the product or the narrative or the supply of Bitcoin, but happening to be on a cheaper chain at the time, this idea of on Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
So I think that we could again expand the market, the utility of PulseChain by simply building or enabling wrapped bridges.
Right. Well, and when you get some of that
bridges.
liquidity to stay on chain after a certain amount of time, you're going to get VCs, you're going to get hedge funds, you're going to get projects probably from like OGs in Ethereum,
Right.
that they're going to be like, okay, there's enough money in that market now that I'm just going to go into that sandbox and I'm going to create, you know, like a lot of the stuff that's happening on Avalanche, right? Like I'm going to create, you know, stuff here and there, because eventually we'll have interoperability and everybody will be able to move chains much easier. But for right now, people are like, okay, the easier we can make it for people to come in, for new developers to come in, that kind of thing, like that's really what's going to grow the community.
Some of the recent tweets that Richard's put out has been, hey, Ethereum, why are you messing with L2 so much? Wouldn't you want those things to happen on your L1 of Ethereum? But of course, he's making the comparison and saying PulseChain is Ethereum. It's an L1, it's a fork, but this is an option. You know, if you're really looking at like your cost savings and things like that. And a friend of mine, very wealthy guy that I introduced to all the tour people, the Germans with Abit and Patrick, you know, he had hundreds of millions of dollars worth of assets on Ethereum, and he was often frustrated with the price of transactions on Ethereum, right? So these kinds of people would migrate, I think, if wrapping their assets but tradable on PulseChain was more accepted.
So the question is, which other L1 in these groups is the most degenerate? We start with the most degenerate, and then we go up the chain.
Most degenerate, the most on the risk curve.
Well, yeah, because they just want to
They're
make
the ones
money.
that'll take the leap.
Exactly.
Feeling froggy?
They don't get it back.
Just speaking about the bridge too, I think a lot of people are excited about PulseX upgrades. Oh, we're going to get these things over time.
Right.
The bridge is built on Omni Bridge. The technology can support multiple EVMs.
Right.
Today, we only see Ethereum on there. Why couldn't it support, you know, BNB? Why couldn't it support Gnosis? Why couldn't it support other EVM chains in the future? Why wouldn't that be like a timed upgrade at some point too?
Chains be the easiest, basically.
I mean, that's what it supports by default. Like it supports any
protocol.
I think 4 or 5 are very commonly supported with OmniBridge forks.
Gotcha.
Otherwise,
Well,
so
it's
it
part
can,
of our-
just not today.
Like part of our amaze, you know, community is that we're very fierce and we're very defending. And if it's not from Richard or if it's not Hex, then we may not embrace it. So Hex exists on other forks of Ethereum, right? But we don't really embrace it as a community. I think that like this bridge, especially OmniBridge, there's a reason that it's OmniBridge. There's a reason that it can work with other EVMs. But we really only talk about Ethereum because Hex is on Ethereum.
Right.
That's the only reason we really talk about the bridge is bridge your value over to this cheaper chain. But if we're going to talk to, or we're going to multiply the number of participants on PulseChain, 10x the number of participants, the easy pickings are other EVMs that may still care about their asset. They just can use it on a different, cheaper chain.
Yeah, it would be good to see more people building bridges, literally, like in the code sense. And,
Bridges are so like dangerous though, because we've thought about doing a bridge as well, but it's like they are really fucking.
But this
dangerous,
particular
man.
protocol, it's the best we've got. It's like the safest. And, just forking that, I guess, or we have one for Arbitrum, but it still makes me nervous. You know, in the back of my head, I know how dangerous they are.
Even the official PulseChain bridge, I feel nervous using.
Yeah, like shout out to SparkSwap, you know, but like it's a new thing, and you know, what was it, $1 billion lost to bridge hacks last year?
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Most of that was North Korea, though.
It was wormhole.
It was Lazarus Group, dude. These North Koreans don't play with them, bro.
Well, I gotta have a question for you, Coffee. So like, I've heard some people, right? Like they're trying to bridge over their assets. Like I've never had a problem bridging or whatever, but some people when they bridge over, basically they get it stuck and they're like, oh shit, I can't get it off. So like, what's the troubleshooting for that?
It's
Because I've heard
just
that
time,
from
dude. Like people just need to wait longer. Usually,
yeah,
like,
it's
it's gonna
goes
be
over,
fine.
like,
it might take
24,
an hour
48 hours,
sometimes.
right?
Yeah, like it's just maybe you didn't pay enough gas or something.
Right.
Or,
Dude in the middle of the night usually goes through faster.
Yeah.
Remember when Hexo got his fund stuck on the Matic network for like
for like
14
a
hours?
week.
He was freaking out.
Is that quick swap days?
He's like, bro.
Swap days? Yes.
Well, I mean, some bridges really do take a week, and that's like the norm for like the base bridge, for example. It's instant on the way there, but on the way back, it will take you a week to get it back to Ethereum.
So I
Yeah,
want to say something
the standard.
a little bit devil's advocate is the bridge narrative I've heard forever. All of us can say it. And yes, there's risk. I'm not denying that there's risk. And I don't want this to be too much of a FUD, but dollar is going into crypto is bridging. You're taking fiat through your bank account. You're wiring it to a central exchange to convert it into a token or an L1 gas. And then you're playing the game of crypto, hoping that you can bridge out. So the bridge is still, whether you want to call it fiat or what do you want to call it, a protocol.
It's all a Ponzi.
It's still all part of the risk.
Ponzi.
Well, I mean, when you come through Coinbase, your funds are instantly in there. You know, if you wire or whatever.
Right, but there's
And when
no
you
there's
go
no
out,
guarantee you
there's
can
3
redeem.
days.
You can have a legal decree by a country that says there's no more banking interaction whatsoever with crypto.
Yeah.
So
Well, your
there's
shit's
still
on
a
bridge.
risk in bridges, and there's still a risk in anything, and it's just part of this game. It's part of us all being on the risk spectrum. As a property owner, as a real estate owner, that asset can be seized. Do I believe it's going to be seized? No. I live in a government right now where property rights are still honored, but that's not true all the time.
Yeah.
Do I expect that the tenant would pay me rent to live in my property? Sure, I do. But we had COVID, and there was a time where that didn't happen.
Yeah, the government even
Right?
subsidized it. Yeah.
So these risk things, these boogeymen, they're there. Not denying that they're there, but we're all playing on the risk curve.
yeah.
And just get into the native asset as quickly as you can, and then you don't have that risk of the British coin.
Yep.
And in the end, even Bitcoin is originally just all bartered for anyway, because like the only way to get Bitcoin is to mine it.
Dude,
Right,
it's only
so-
for drugs. What are you talking about?
Illicit activities and drugs.
So maybe that's what we need on Pulse. No.
Silk Road.
Silk Road.
But again,
I'll put on Pulse.
reloading scam.
Well, that's part of the redeemability narrative also about like Bitcoin City and El Salvador or whatever, is that you would always stay in crypto, that you're basically paying or transacting in crypto. That's kind of maybe the origin story of the cypherpunks and so forth. But these are all speculative instruments. We're somewhere on the curve. Everything's a meme.
Yeah, it really is at the fundamental
It's a
level.
hungover meme right now. But yeah.
All right, let's put this switch chat.
Oh, yeah,
Will we see another dip this week if BTC passes 70K?
Probably.
I'm
So
surprised
it was
that
just
dip's
60
already-
well, so
minutes ago.
it's what you consider a dip,
Mm.
right? Basically, I think once we breach 70K on like 2 or 3 daily closes,
Right.
we're going to 80K. Like, and then after 80K, who the fuck knows, right? Like, because like basically when Bitcoin hit new all-time highs in 2020, I think it was like November, December, it went as soon as it hit like 19,000, it went down a little bit, and then it went straight to 27K, which is pretty much the target.
And they were still in disbelief at that point because they
Right.
thought it was going to go back down. And then
Right.
it
No,
went
but I literally told everybody, I said, as soon as this thing goes to new all-time highs, it's going to 27K. Went to 27K, then 34,
Yep.
then 40, then, you know, we all know what's the rest is history.
I will say one thing: it was 34,000 where people finally believed, "Oh shit, this isn't going back down."
Right.
Oh, dude. Whoa.
Well, and the one bullshit narrative to watch out for
Mhm.
is like a lot of people right now are saying at every halving, as soon as Bitcoin's hit new all-time highs, it doubles like almost immediately. And like we're 70K to 140K in like a month. Nah. And so like there's going to be guys like, you know, Samson Mao saying, hey, we're going to $1 million Bitcoin fucking tomorrow, right? Trying to get Wall Street on that side of the trade. And so just like, I think people need to be like, okay, what's reasonable? Because I think at that point, you're going to have everybody way too fucking happy, right? I think that's where we get a pretty good dip. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of volatility going into that ETH ETF in May. So
I can't wait for the
yeah.
Bitcoiner tears. Delicious Bitcoiner tears.
Maxi
yeah,
tears.
well, I think it might actually kind of slow down Bitcoin because right now we have the Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio pretty much not confirmed, but getting close to a confirmed bottom already in.
So are you sort of talking about that because there's only one ETF to buy? Well, there's a bunch, but you know what I mean. There's only one coin to buy in the ETF. That all DCAs are going into one thing, and then as soon as there's two, there's like now it's getting split a little bit.
Yeah,
Is that because I think it would still probably the average guy would still probably go like, I mean, it'd still probably be like 30% Ethereum and then 70% DCAs into Bitcoin. Probably.
yeah, especially
Yeah.
like the hedge funds and,
Yeah.
and like the big players, they're going to go mainly Bitcoin. But really interesting thing, Goldman Sachs has a freaking bag of Ethereum, and they ain't talking about it. They did a report in the middle of the bear market that nobody paid attention to, and they're like, "Yeah, we think Ethereum is probably like one of the better assets in crypto, maybe as good as Bitcoin." And then they've shut the fuck up ever since.
Yeah.
Well, the OTC trades on Ethereum have been off the charts for the last 2 weeks. It's been
Yeah,
like
you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
300, 400 million a day. And you're seeing them. It's weird because you're seeing them at 30, 33 million, 30 million are coming in. So somebody's moving these threes for some reason. And, you know, you can just see it coming in. And then you see this number. And it's like, wait a minute, this is looking weird. It's coming in like this. And Bitcoin has absolutely died on the OTC trades over the last 2 weeks.
Interesting.
Just died. Like the last 2 days, nothing.
Damn.
Not even seeing it. And there was big moves, billions a day, 3-4 billion a day going through. And now nothing.
Huh.
So
I
I think we're looking for a dip.
Where do you check that? The OTC marketplace?
I do it on what's that coin?
Can you spell that? please spell that for the chat.
What's that?
I said, please spell that for the chat. Coin. Da, 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 da.
I'm a singer now.
But that's a lot.
Coin glass.
That's roughly like 5,000 Bitcoins a day in OTC sales. A day, 5,000. But there's like what's it right now? Like I mean, it'd have to be what 900 Bitcoin mined a day. That's about it.
Right now, and then it'll be 450 after the halving. So,
dude,
420. Here we come.
420. And that's damn.
If we're at all-time highs,
Interesting
blaze them if you got them.
If you look at coin market cap right now, the past 7 days, one of the bigger movers percentage-wise is Maker. Do you know a lot about Maker? So in the past, like 17% in the past like couple of days, outperforming Bitcoin and Ethereum as far as percentage move. Is there something that's happening with Maker, especially since the big DAI holder had been speculated to be one of us?
So we said this in the course, but since you fucking forced my goddamn hand, I guess I'll tell everybody.
Some alpha out of this meeting, man.
Fucking fine.
Oh, everybody.
Hours.
But so yeah, Maker's converting itself into an L1. So Maker is going to be an L1 token. It's going to have its own network, and they're going to start buying bond US. They've been doing that already, but they're going to start paying bond yields to DAI holders.
And and basically Ethereum Maker ratio might be interesting to watch as it kind of climbs up because they're similar prices.
And suppose now this is the iffy part is like there's this other L1 kind of L2 thing called Canto. Canto is going to be like their L2 basically, but the whole thing there is that Vitalik dumped all his Maker tokens like 6-7 months ago. He dumped all his tokens. Basically, there's kind of some background infighting and stuff like basically like, well, fuck you then if you're not gonna be on Ethereum anymore then.
Right.
And that's it. And then this is why like they started like looking around trying to look for other kind of like Maker like stable coins and stuff.
Right.
Like
the chart absorbed it.
Yeah, the chart absorbed it. So I don't know, like Maker has almost no tokens at all. It's like 900,000 tokens total. I got a little bag of Maker. I haven't bought much recently. Thank you for telling me, pumped. But
it's the best performer in the past 7 days. It's one of the best performers.
And one big oscillation trade with that one is that usually when that one rips up, then usually it doesn't rip up anymore until Ethereum. So it's kind of this whole game where it's like Ethereum goes and then it catches up, and then people that when it's this close, then people they're selling to Ethereum, it dumps down a little bit, then Ethereum rips up, and then this one monster catches up. So there's a lot of trading to happen there. But the big thing is we don't know if they're smart. They kind of have two options: is Maker keeps the current supply and just Maker tokens now an L1 token, but there's 900,000 tokens in circulation, or they do something smarter, which is stock split and make it cheaper because it's expensive. I mean, Maker is it's one of the more expensive tokens in crypto right now. I mean, I have to look at the current
price. 2,500 or 2,550 or something.
Right. So they would almost like have to 100x the supply to make it like, $25, $25 a little more affordable. Or if they 1,000x the supply, then we're talking about a $2 coin, $50 coin.
In October 2020, what was the stock split that they did on Aave? Was it like
it was five? No, they reversed stock split. I'm sorry.
Oh,
it was
right,
because it was ETHland. It was ETHland. It was like so many zeros. They just made it. They kind
of screwed up the chart, to be honest.
Yeah. So so people are not stupid, but it is what it is. It's human nature, right? You get the same amount of stuff. Okay, neutral. You get more. They give you more tokens. Happy. You have 10 tokens and they give you 1 token. Mad. And so this is one of the earliest calls we ever did in the courses. We're like, hey, you guys dump all your Aave or ETHland tokens, Aave tokens, and then just rebuy them afterwards because the reverse stock split is going to be negative for psychology, and it did down.
Yeah, shout out OG.
Well, again, I don't pay attention to a lot of things on CoinMarketCap except for what's been happening with the OA wallets. As far as the PulseX movement into different forms of DAI, SDAI, and all these other things as far as like yields. So then I started paying attention to Maker.
Yeah.
So it's interesting timing on some of these whale moves.
Right. So this is why my speculation, because like the reason I started like same sort of thing like you, like I started looking into DAI, especially because the OA held 13-14% of the total supply. So I was like, all right, he really trusts this thing. Let's start looking into it. And that's when I started discovering all these things.
Right.
And then I was like, maybe the OA knows in the background that it's going to be an L1, and basically because they hold so much DAI that once they become their own L1, that there might be a native bridge on PulseChain that actually gives us real DAI.
Oh,
That's what I was like, because I mean, honestly, the way we have it now, we actually do still have real DAI. I mean, not real DAI, but like, I mean, it's still dollar. It all is, right?
Yeah.
But you know, the cool thing about that is, and now it would make sense why the OA was holding so much of that, because now they can earn like safe yield basically from bonds and because it's mostly U.S. Treasuries. Hopefully they don't get into mortgage-backed securities. But
Well, you know, final comment about this, and then I need to go. So hexagons benefited quite a bit when Uniswap did an airdrop.
yes,
I think out of the airdrop at the price point of about $4 or $6 when that airdrop happened, LP providers got a lot.
Yeah.
People that simply used the platform got some, a significant amount of money. I think altogether it was around $50 million was airdrop to hexagons. So like part of, I think my speculation is about, you know, if airdrops becomes a thing again, even for other chains, some of the movements between OA or big wallets or other things that could help this chain is airdrops. Because of participation in things like Maker or
and
MetaMask and stuff like that.
And where do you draw the line on rewarding people who are in early, right? And like, when would you want to do that? So like, for people who sacrifice for both Pulse and PulseX and maybe other projects, like, do you have any ideas on like what's a good way to do that without them like immediately as soon as they get the airdrop, just like because people always dump airdrops, right?
Yeah.
But like, just like they don't just take it off chain and like bring it over to, you know, their Ethereum wallet or
I
something.
thought airdrops just belong to scammers now.
Well, you know, some of these things become
everybody
narratives
do
because
it.
I think it was around $4 to $6 as far as that range when all the hexagons received and you know, claimed their airdrop for Uniswap. I think now it might be about $7 or $8. So it's not like it's had like, you know, massive. It did have a blow off top of a lot higher price, and then it came down to where it sits now. So that's just one example. I remember when back in 19 or 2020 when a lot of people would talk about let's farm the airdrops as hexagons, right?
Yeah.
You know, things that we're already going to do, like Uniswap at the time, or you know, using MetaMask at the time as the most popular wallet. So like, I think that that's a thing that, you know, we will see come back again, whether it's because of the OA or because of individual whales.
We just had one.
That's on this chain.
We just had a big one party. You know, that was airdrop to all the holders of the perpetuals, right?
The perpetuals.
And
Yeah,
I made like, you know, 5 figures on that one. So like, that was a great one, you know.
Free money.
Let's
On
not
two
forget,
chains.
that we're already doing that stuff. But yeah, keep airdropping to either the sacrifice set or the hex stakers, because you want people with better, because the price on party is held up very
People
nice.
are here for
The price on party didn't
right
just dump.
reasons.
Yeah.
Right.
So like you want to airdrop to people that have stronger hands and actually kind of are in the ecosystem.
Because obviously we do know that a lot of the guys, like I think most people that sacrifice for PulseChain still have their bags, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of guys who sacrifice for PulseX that, you know, they got, you know, they just, a lot of them, that's really the one, that's why we had such a low price on PulseX, right? But it is interesting when someone does do an airdrop for someone for that specific one, because you can almost imagine like some guy who dumped all his bags finally gets his new bag and they're like, oh wow, and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna give this ecosystem another shot, literally, because
It's a freemium onboarding.
It's a freemium
Well,
and it's
first hits for free.
Yeah. I mean, it's already a previous customer essentially. You know, you're just hitting up the email list again.
Yeah,
basically.
basically.
Actually, a good
It's
point.
okay.
I've always kind of had the opposite view of that, where like I would airdrop holders instead of you know, sacrifice sets.
Right.
Normally, because you don't want to like give free money to people that already done. But actually, that's a really good point that you're getting them. You might get them back,
Right.
and you know what I mean. So maybe you can, yeah.
And there's another
Both
thing
valid.
that's I think Alex from Hedron is working on, if not releasing soon, a way to potentially in a form of staking, not exactly the same as eHex staking on Ethereum,
Right.
but to use eHex in a form of staking. Do you know anything about that? Have you heard something about that fairly recently?
I mean, obviously, there's, I mean,
It's not a native staking on
yeah,
Ethereum, but
yeah.
it's a use of eHex itself in a staking protocol. Have you
Right.
heard something?
yeah, like it's like more or less it's sort of like a bond market and everything like that. But he's talked about doing these things for a long time now. I mean, the main thing that I've been hearing that he was going to release pretty soon, besides like the big upgrade to like Hedron, right? Like Hedron, because like people are going to be able to take either eHedron, P-Hedron, EICOs. You know, saying E and P is really annoying.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, but when the Hedrons, the ICOSas and stuff like that, and convert it to a brand new token that's got much less supply, but it's like one thing basically,
Mhm.
and that's as much data as that's been released on it. The real big thing that I've heard out is like him doing his fork of Rocket Pool, the Rocket Pool fork, which is really great. It's a way for you to be able to become a validator on PulseChain much easier.
Yeah.
Especially as PulseChain's price keeps rising. Yes, but it is like almost $5,000 to have one validator now. $5,000, which is still like if I were to go to Ethereum right now, right? Like,
Yeah, it's still
it's
affordable.
ridiculous.
And isn't the yield about to go up on those validators? I saw there was a big
Really?
withdrawal or something.
7,000
Yeah.
validators left?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, big one. Let me see.
Top validator.
So if you want to be a validator on Ethereum by yourself, it would take you $126,000 today.
And Vitalik actually did put out like an idea. He was like, maybe we should increase that.
Yeah.
To 64 or something, like holy
He didn't give a
shit.
specific number, but he was just like, if we increase it, I think it's basically him having connections with governments
Right.
and large
I
institutions.
saw that too.
Yeah,
It's-
and so it's like, and this is the thing like we've been talking about at the conference yesterday, right? Because this is like basically what makes PulseChain so valuable, because it forked ETH at the right time when it was still
Yeah.
relatively decentralized and
Yeah.
all that. And so it's like, I think the narrative of this bull cycle having PulseChain basically be like, hey, if you want what was the good ETH this cycle or next cycle, right, come to PulseChain because we're actual DeFi.
Right.
Whereas
It's like-
Ethereum's going for, basically, we have what? El Salvador, and now we have maybe some of the Saudis
and
buying
the
Bitcoin.
CBDCs are going to launch on ETH, and so they need to be regulatory compliant. You need an off
Yeah.
switch on, Uniswap is going to have an off switch now.
Watch out for Amazon working with Italy, Singapore, and South Korea
Amazon.
on programmability. Yeah, Amazon.com
Wow.
on programmability of Ethereum-based contracts. For basically, how can you spend money on Amazon, right, through a central bank digital currency is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Already?
But
Wow.
Yeah.
just
Oh, they're planning it. They're building it now, and they're not
Shit.
talking shit about it until
That snuck
after
up
it's
on me.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say one thing that I do, like there is that whole fight. They don't want like I get not making like one Ethereum you can be a validator, right? Obviously, but there is like a moral hazard with like you're basically forcing centralization, and then you're forcing people to use
Pools and stuff like that?
pools and
Yeah.
stuff, which is dangerous. I do like Rocket Pool, Lido, and stuff like that, but like. That was one big problem. Even though I like Lido and I like shout out to Crypto Kobe, but Lido is one of the big reasons that people got into so much trouble because they had STETH and Ethereum 2.0 hadn't come out yet, and so they were stuck. And then tons of these protocols couldn't get their Ethereum, so they had a huge hole in their balance sheet, which caused them more problems. And then they started doing like illegal things to try to like bridge gaps and stuff. And that's where you have to get going right now, right?
A little bit, yeah.
And a little bit, you still good? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Just on validators real quick too. So you're telling me that it's over $100,000 to be a validator in Ethereum, but on PulseChain it's only a few $1,000s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that is excellent news.
And I think the
But
yield,
here's the
yield
other
much
thing,
higher too.
RH.
So-
Listen to this. If PulseChain moves up, that's going to change rapidly.
Yes.
it will be something. Yeah, I've talked about this before, where it's going to be, I don't know, either protocol change one day to make it cheaper, which is funny. It's like the opposite of what Vitalik apparently suggested,
Right.
or I mean, you're in now, you have the PLS, you have all the stuff to make all the validators, or you just do some kind of stake solution that will.
Well, we've already got
And
that.
there's
That's
validator
Project Pi.
pools now with
Yeah,
Project Pi.
Maybe the Rocket Pool
Can you-
fork
can you-
from Alex too.
Yeah, I
stuff
think
like that.
Project Pi is something that like is going to be kind of like a little bit of a dark horse in this space, possibly if
Yeah.
they do accomplish what Lido and Rocket Pool did.
They've
on
already
Ethereum.
built
Cotton
it.
wallets, you guys.
Well, I know they've already
cotton
built,
wallets.
but in terms of like accomplishing like actually like
successive
sucking
adoption.
up that much
Yeah.
supply.
So let me talk about that real quick. So we had the pitch fest here for PulseChain Tour and Project Pi that's actually pooling, breaking the barrier to entry into the validator sets, and making it to where the average guy has a handful of Pulse can get in and become a validator through the pooling system. And these guys actually won the pitch fest, so that was really cool to see what they're doing and watch how they're growing on
Smart
PulseChain.
guys too. They know
Very
their shit.
smart.
They know their shit.
Just on
And
the-
what's cool that also that in the Atlanta Blockchain Center, the PulseChain Foundation's birthplace is also creating a incubation tank there, where these projects are actually coming through. It's not just some guys randomly building it. This is actually a foundation helping these projects
Right.
move along and come through the system.
Oh,
And it's
Yeah, I saw a question on that earlier in the chat. Somebody was like, is there a place yet in PulseChain where basically developers can kind of like, come together, form ideas, brainstorm, like through like a what do you call it, like an open source library or something like that yet? Or is that something that like
I think
you might
I
need to
think
build out?
Lit is doing something like that from his channel, and also of course the PulseChain Foundation. I think there's 2 PulseChain foundations now. The one that Marlon Williams runs over in Atlanta, they're the ones that's actually putting in the work, getting these things going, putting projects on the board. So they're getting a lot of stuff done. As far as Lit, I know that he's got his channel running, and they're trying to build it's like a think tank and help incubate projects. But it's moving along. I'm real proud of the community and what they're doing.
It's not really a library, but brother KG set up the Builders Guild as well.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Which it's like
That's
just like
right.
a Telegram group. It's really cool actually, because you can, if you got like an issue or you got a question, technical one, you can just go there and there'll be someone in there to like talk. It's not really like
what
a
was the name of the
library.
chat?
Builders Guild.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just on Hedron V2 real quick too. I think, I don't think anything's been confirmed yet on the hex side of the staking. I know Miguel talked about the the Hedron coins and Akos and stuff, but it'll be interesting if new contracts could allow, for example, ending stakes for eHex on PulseChain, which is one of the main pain points of like the gas stake and the in fees and stuff like that. So that's sort of, he can control the HSI part, and that could be upgraded. Of course, the native hex part would need a hex upgrade and all that, which who knows whenever that would happen, if it ever did. But the HSI part could be interesting for eHex, and just being able to like have that wrapped on PulseChain and interoperability there. Like I hadn't thought about that till recently, and we've been having some discussions. So that could be interesting. So something to watch, not confirmed yet though.
Yeah.
I have a question for RHMax, since you're kind of like the validator guy, I think, in the room as far as like most detail. So when people say something about the expense of having a validator, whatever the entry price is for PulseChain, you were saying something earlier about the interest price for Ethereum validating. If I look at real estate and I'm going to buy, let's say, $1 million property, and I'm going to put a tenant in it, then I'm looking at what's the time, how much time does it take before I break even? How much time before the property is paid for, right? From cash flow. Is that kind of number available like on GoPulse or some other metric where you can say, here's the entry price of a validator on PulseChain, here's what the average daily cash flow is, right? And how long it takes to break even and be in profit. Is that number somewhere on your
not a lot of good information
websites?
Not really. I mean, there's some tweets. I did some estimates. Other people I did some analysis too, but we don't have really good APR numbers right now. There is, where the Pulse price is, it hasn't did 100x or anything yet, for example, if it ever does. I think the numbers change and are much different in the different pricing of PLS, the number of validators you run, the equipment you're using, whether you're using cloud or your own hardware and stuff. So there's a lot of different variables, 3 or 4 different variables that really impact how much the ROI is when you're doing it. So we don't have a lot of good data right now, but I think, I don't know why we wouldn't have 2024 should be a good year for, hey, we should be able to like tell people, hey, when you run a validator, like this is exactly like we should have dashboards and all that stuff coming. I think the community is probably building some of that stuff right now. I've seen some. What's
average yield right now? Obviously I know a big
like running one validator, on average from the launch of May until today. What is PLS price? We'd say agree that it's 0.6 or something.
Negative 15%.
It depends on how early you got into. When you got in, if you got in early,
today. So fuck that. No.
Today.
Yeah.
The GoPulse is going to say what 9% around there.
All right, so let's just say. Let's just say 9. It's just the rule of 72. Just divide 9% on average. Obviously, you could go up because that big validator went down. So maybe it's 10%, 10.5%, right? But it takes. So it all. So okay. Validating over a long period of time is great income. It's yield. It's safe. It's constant.
Price will go up.
But it's like buying a house. It's you don't pay a house in 1-2 years. You're not going to unless you're just getting massive amounts. So it's all dependent on, if you're looking in terms of dollars, you're going to win, because that PulseChain that you're getting either buys you more validators, or you just save it up in a wallet and it goes up in dollar value. So if you did the investment, like, okay, I'm putting $10,000 into validators, cool, boom, and then you could get that dollar value out, I believe. But if in PulseChain, that's not going to happen, because if you I put a billion PulseChain into validators, so it's 33, 34 validators, cool. I'm not going to get a billion PulseChain out because there's absolutely no way I'm getting today 50% in 2 years and stuff, or plus, unless just ungodly things happen, right? So dollar terms, if you think about it, it's like we told our students back when the price of incentive token was real low. Okay, look at incentive token in dollar terms. Like, what am I willing to invest in this? Cool, $5,000, cool, boom, yield farm it, done, and think about it in dollar terms, because you'll drive yourself crazy thinking about it in terms of Pulse terms. But if you are the type of person where like Pulse terms is like keeping you up at night, keep it in fucking Pulse and don't do. I mean, I'm just being for real, because it's
If you
all
want
about
to cultivate
psychology.
crypto,
Yeah, if you want to cultivate crypto, like I do, like do we like validators? Yes, 100,000%. I love validators. It's fucking awesome. You keep growing them, stacking them, right? They're really, really cool, right? But you have to come out with realistic expectations, because what's the rule of 72? I mean, how little do right now?
Well, also part of that narrative is it's
eight years
without a hard lock.
If you're earning 9% yield, it'll take you 8 years to get all your initial investment out to double to get a 2x in terms of raw PulseChain. But that's not the right way to look at it, because you have an asset that goes up exponentially.
And you're compounding when you're building more validators
Correct.
with it.
Correct.
You know, it's a
And
compound.
part of
That's
like
how I
this,
see it. And you could buy one validator and you could put 1,000 validators on.
Good point, real quick. You can run multiple validators on one server. You can run 100.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a very key point.
That's a key point, because people think they got to buy equipment. No, it's a one-time shot, a couple $1,000s worth of equipment, and boom, you can set up
Pretty
1,000.
easy.
So I bought all these
That's not even the real
for
deal.
nothing.
Yeah.
well, part of the volunteerism, as far as the original crypto people, was we're going to run this before there's a price point, right? Before Bitcoin was a penny, before a pizza bought it, anything, right? So like part of being a validator is also sequestering away supply, because it's not actually sitting in liquidity on a pool available to be bought. It's sitting in a validator validating. So it's like I'm contributing to the network because I'm validating, but I'm also sequestering some of the supply.
Well, it's like, staking ETH, you're staking PLS.
Right.
If people like staking ETH, you can stake your PLS too. You just run, a server to
Different
do it.
narratives for different people. And again, the one that aligns to the accountant and the nerd versus the degen, it's all good. Like everybody is out there doing their thing, right?
Definitely. One quick thing. Our boy RG's about to leave, man. You got any final words?
Got it all. Thanks everybody for coming to Vegas. Appreciate you all. You guys made it happen, and wasn't me. It was everybody out there doing the work, and the Hexkins coming and supporting. And we're gonna make this a regular thing. You guys are freaking strong as hell, man. I'm so proud of this community and what you guys are all doing, and how everybody's growing, and the projects that are coming out, and the memes, and the friendships and the networking that's going on. It's just, this is cool, man. It's like what we envisioned early on. We wanted to grow this community and make it strong, and man, it has. And we're filling up rooms now with 150, 200 people, and one of these days we're gonna fill up stadiums. That's my vision. I want to fill up stadiums. I want people to learn about DeFi.
Let's do it.
And I need a bunch of you guys behind me saying that. Let's go fill up some fucking stadiums.
All right.
And I gotta go watch the UFC fight because my boy's making tacos. All right, guys.
Jealous.
Hey, appreciate you guys.
Boom. See you next year. Peace.
Stop gambling, all right? You're one spin away from generational wealth. Your daughter's college tuition is one spin away. Put your life savings on black. Remember that. Just go to Vegas, and if you lose, just keep getting loans. Remember this. Just keep spinning, keep gambling, keep gambling. You can't lose. You literally can't lose. You can only quit.
And we're back. We got that filthy pirate off the fucking panel. Jesus. Oh shit, he's still here. Hey. But let's get into some super chats real quick, just because we've got so many mounting right now.
I think my boys have been spamming you with
Yes,
seven
yes, they have.
Yeah.
Literally.
They probably donated like 4,000.
Hey, you got to get used to the marathon.
You should have seen this guy last night on these. No, never mind. I don't want to say it. Bumfights.com. But anyway,
One quick question before we go to those. I had a question for Gary and Max, basically. Like, how easy will it be to get the Denkun upgrade from Ethereum onto PulseChain? Because that also actually helps for people to basically, in the smart contract, get if they're doing validation, right, or they're doing staking, if there's any slashing that might come up, they can program in, like, basically, hey, if XYZ happens, or if basically this pool is stagnant for a certain amount of time, basically you can automatically get your stuff unstaked basically from that. So do you see that like, because what do you call it? Like Richard said, like, hey, well, any good upgrades from Ethereum, we'll bring them over to PulseChain. Like, is that going to be like an easy process, or like, is that something you kind of see happening? Because that's coming out next week for Ethereum?
Yeah, I mean, I think the PulseChain devs will basically be like, they'll decide when and if they want to take it, and then they'll produce new clients, and then whoever wants to run the new clients, such as the validators, they'll upgrade the clients, start running it. And if there's additional parameters to configure, you just configure them, all that. But yeah, it's basically they see the upgrades coming, they choose which ones to take, and then the validators, choose to deploy.
Would you want that?
Well, unless we're going to hard fork the network, or I don't know. I'd have to see the different protocols, if there are protocol changes or otherwise, all the details about it. I need to read up more on myself, but it'll be one of the things. The clients will get released, and then I would imagine everyone will be okay. Take the upgrades. Now we're playing with the new parameters. People are configuring the way they want, and it'll be interesting. I need to read up on myself, but that's the process. That's how it works on PulseChain.
Gotcha.
You just look at it. Hey, we want to take it or not? Let's go.
Yep.
So my opinion and answer to that, I might be the only public figure as far as public streamer that met with Bretep, the lead dev for PulseChain. And I have absolute confidence in him, as far as him sharing some of his background and things like that before this project. Following along with what Ethereum is doing, let them be the R&D, let them be the experiment. They're protecting billions and billions of dollars worth of capital, just like PulseChain now. But I think that we're basically going to mimic what happens on Ethereum. Like, I don't think there's going to be divergence in the technology necessarily.
Okay.
That's my opinion. The invention, if you want to call it invention or innovation, is that 1,000,000x the supply of Ethereum is what PulseChain is. There's 1,000,000x as much supply. And then that gives us our price points, and it makes it easy for us to speculate on all the other endpoints of value on an L1.
Gotcha.
So I don't think that there'll be, my opinion, just general opinion, is that there'll be divergence in the technology to make this different than Ethereum. I still personally believe in the horizontal scaling of Ethereum.
Gotcha.
I think one of the most interesting updates that will come maybe the next year or so is something to lower the gas fees, whatever protocol or EIPs it is. And then guess what? PulseChain gets lower. You like penny? You don't like pennies? Okay, now you get fractions of pennies, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe the price is
free.
crazy, and it's like, oh, now it's dollars, now it's pennies.
Right.
That's going to be exciting to see for sure.
Yeah.
Still be cheaper than Ethereum.
No matter what we win, right?
Yes, no matter what we win. That's right.
And it's interesting that out of Vitalik's tweet saying the characters for this cycle, how many people are still main players, and listing Richard as one of those main players. I thought that was a great testament.
It definitely is and stuff like that. But I will say one thing, right? The only reason me and Charlie thought possibly could be fake as well is because there was a couple of these Twitter guys that fucking no one knows at all. Like, who are these? But most of the guys on there, legitimately were players and stuff. And obviously it was a list from, mid last cycle, kind of in a way. So obviously there's been new players added in there and stuff like that. I mean, it is the big meme and stuff. You don't want to be a main player in crypto. But BitBoy's battled back. He battled back, man. Literally fought back.
Yeah. So are you going to put a date on the calendar when BitBoy hits 1 million followers again? You want to have a bet?
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to think, like, what's he at right now?
100,000 maybe.
He hit 1 million in a year. I mean, it's just it's because he's already and people and then two people bet on winners at the end of the day, right? So like. I'm not gonna say anything, but like I think he's gonna end up doing pretty well, and he's working really hard in the background now. He's getting a new team back together, and he's really putting stuff into it. But the chat loves to troll Crypto Coffee.
Dude, I am actually gonna get a haircut after this, and then I'm gonna post a picture just for you, Money Gang, and Go King. I wish you guys were here.
Just size long, top ball.
Yeah, no, dude, I know it's bad. I know.
Yeah.
Trust me.
All right, I have to go to the airport. It's been really fun.
All right, brother, man. Thank you so much, Gary, for being here, brother.
Good to see you again outside of your home country. You're going to move to Vegas next week, I guess. Yeah. See you again.
Yeah, rug the UK, bro. You rug the UK, bro. No, you'll chill out here. You know what you
1,600.
1,600, baby. Sheesh.
Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
But I would, like I've said this to you guys all night. I was really drunk the past day that we've been drinking a lot.
Oh my God.
But I'd said I don't know. You think Vegas is bad? Fuck, I'd die in Miami. I would die. There was a time about a year ago. So I had Justin Waller invited me to live over there. I was going to live with Waller and stuff like that. And I just thought about it, and like I was going to get into trouble. It's just
It's expensive too.
Well,
It's more expensive than here. I
everybody in
think.
that town is like always going out.
always
Your
yeah,
whole
it's-
friend group.
yeah.
If you don't go out, you're out.
I couldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't last.
Yeah,
I
whereas
wouldn't make
Vegas
it-
like has
yeah.
that, you know, suburban side to it, like the you know,
Yeah, a little quieter.
yeah, you could just chill there.
Yeah.
The
Like
Wallace
when you're
is-
off the strip,
we're
it's
gonna chill
not.
every
It's
fucking
just
Yeah,
a
it's a normal
regular
fucking
city.
town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with pretty good weather.
Like, oh, this is a burning question. Miguel, why don't you live in Puerto Rico, sir?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, come join us.
well, all right,
Join us.
0% income tax in Nevada.
yeah, but it's mostly, if I'm being really honest, it's family.
Yeah.
It's family and stuff like that. I mean, I know some of you guys hate your fathers and mothers, but like, you know, personally, you know, I still love my mom, but my dad, but and Kyle Bear. I mean, he's kind of touched right now.
I got touched by a gay man. I don't want to talk about it.
Don't let me pick the places, bro.
Okay. It's noted,
Trouble.
bro. Noted.
We're gonna end up in trouble, bro.
Where are you going to take us in the UK when we go, bro? Like, I'm actually
Oh, I
worried.
know
I'm
all
worried
the best
now,
gay
bro.
bars in the UK, man. No, man, I got some good ideas.
Is it called Chaps and Chaps?
No, it's called NG1.
Is that really a real place?
To be fair, right? So actually, NG1 is a gay bar that in Nottingham. It's now just become this like, it's so rough in there. Like people
Wait,
get
what?
the shit kicked out of them. Like because it's like the club that's open the latest.
Wait, you've
It's-
been?
Fuck yeah, I've been. Not
But
because
it's-
it's a
but
gay bar. It's the only place open past 3.
Okay. So alcohol. So it's for drinking, or is it like is it a nightclub?
It's a nightclub.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a nightclub.
Oh,
But the thing is, it used to be quite a cool place to go because like everyone was super friendly in there, obviously, gay
Yeah.
or whatever. But now it's like all the worst of the worst society they can go there. And like last time I was in there about a year ago, I seen a guy get knocked out with one punch. While he's on the ground, the guy stamps on his head like 4 times.
Oh.
I could see his fucking eyes rolling back in his head. He's getting his head stamped in. And you know what? That was probably he like maybe brushed past the guys and walked past them or something. We seen that, me and my friend, and we were just like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here, man. I'm never coming back again. Horrible.
Yeah.
The UK is not all bad, man. We've been making look.
Bro,
No, it is. The UK is shit. Don't go there. It's shit. Shit. I'm fucking out of there ASAP, mate.
Dude, UK traveling agencies are in shambles right now.
Yeah, we got 1,622 people. Like,
They'll never
leave
go
a
to
bad
the UK
review.
again. They'll never go to the UK again.
Everyone I know that's from the UK wants to leave.
Okay, let me ask you. Okay, if you like, this is as an American, as a person that's never been over there. Like, is there like a major difference when you go? Obviously, I know that like drinking culture wise, right? Like, who drinks more? That I mean, I already know the answer a little bit. But the Irish or do you ever go over to Ireland? And just
No,
go,
I've
hey,
never been actually. I've never been Ireland or Scotland. But I can tell you for sure, Scottish people can drink more than me. A lot more.
Definitely.
Like you know, actually,
Do you
a friend.
understand them less after that? Because
or
like
more,
their
or
accent.
more. Do you understand them? Do you understand them
You're
more
supposing you
when
can
you're
understand
drunk?
them.
Yeah, I understand.
I've been
when
there.
I'm drunk.
It's tough.
Okay.
You know,
it's English, but I don't know.
Here's an
Yeah,
interesting stat. I can't remember the exact amount, but so Glasgow is like one of the main cities in Scotland.
Yeah.
It's accountable for something like 80% of all alcohol consumption of the entire United Kingdom.
Bro.
That's not even a joke. I can't remember the exact figure, but it is something like 80%.
I
Impressive.
was there.
No,
I was
no,
there.
it's
I
fucking
can
true,
confirm.
bro. It's fucking true, man.
I was there.
Everyone in Scotland, everyone in Glasgow is an alcoholic, basically.
He's like, facts.
I went to Glasgow one time. I came back with the most horrible. I mean, I think this was pre-zombie virus, and I feel like there was some kind of something going on there. I don't know what happened, but like that's my memory of Glasgow. Is like, yeah, the drinking, all that stuff, and then coming back with just the most horrible, like, you know, sickness.
It was probably just the air.
Are they just
Just the
drinking
air.
It was just the
disgusting?
air.
quality. Yeah.
Are they
I
just
don't
drinking
know.
disgusting IPAs, or like what are they drinking?
Stella.
Stella? Stella
Probably
Rosa?
Stella.
There's some Stella
Really?
there.
Oh, Stella's not bad. Like,
Not bad. Yeah.
Yeah. But fuck, I hate
don't know.
IPA.
It's better than fucking like,
I hate
American
IPA.
beer. So
You can make
I
Stella
haven't had
bad.
a
Make
whiskey
it
beer
bad.
since I've been here. I drink
Tastes
Coors
good, but you
Light.
can make
Drink
it
a
Coors Light.
Modelo. Drink a Modelo,
Mexican
bro.
beer.
I'll try it.
Like,
I'll
stay
try
away.
it.
Look, fuck Coronas. I'll say that on air.
Fuck
As
Coronas.
a Mexican,
Yo, Corona's nice.
fuck Corona. Fuck Corona's Modelo.
No, I like
Yeah,
Corona, man.
Modelo's way better. They add food coloring
we
to,
go.
to fucking Coronas, dude. It's a like
Do they?
they do. That's why when you get drunk on Coronas, you get a fucking disgustingly horrible headache. It's from the fucking food coloring they add to it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. They don't have that in Modelo and stuff like that. Like that's yeah. Anyway,
Pacifico.
but yeah, Pacifico. Shout out to Pacifico.
That's
That's
just
right.
banging.
That one's good.
This group is really multicultural. Like holy shit. Like
There's still going on about Coffee's haircut.
yeah, man. It's
I'm
great.
actually gonna get one and then I'm gonna post it on Twitter.
Yeah. But let's get some of these super chats because I mean
Yeah, we gotta go through these.
they're mounting up and stuff. If I could find them,
40
anymore.
of them.
Yeah. All right. Quarter Panda Man. Oh, shout out to Quarter Panda Man. Good to see you. Meet some of you guys yesterday. Yeah, he was there, man.
Yeah.
He covered his face. I retweeted his picture. And he covered the face.
Really?
In the picture. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah. He's probably a good guy. He's a great guy.
Awesome.
It is super trippy meeting everyone. Like, hey, I'm Quarter Panda. Since when? Wow. Hey, man.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. Let's keep going. Wow, there's okay. McChilla with a $5 super chat. Pepe's big brother Land Wolf is ripping. Just launched 2 days ago. Yeah, I saw Somi shilling it. I think it was like $3 million when he was shilling it, right? Oh, we'll see. It's probably $5 million after he shilled.
The Somi effect.
The Somi effect. 3 diglets, man. All right, nerds. All right, love this right here. $50 super chat. All right, nerds. How many of you on the panel have one whole Bitcoin?
Not anymore.
I don't own any Bitcoin.
I don't own any crypto at all.
I do still own
I own
Bitcoin,
Bitcoin,
but basically,
yeah.
like I think there's some stuff that the price was so low, you just keep it in the trader forever, right? And then also, I think pretty much between now and probably the next 1 month, if you are going to convert any of that, because it's kind of like if you just had a bunch of gold and silver, it'd be better off in Bitcoin, right? But now if you have Bitcoin that you're not going to hold forever, it's better off in Ethereum, right? At this point.
Oh my God. Bitcoiners right now are shuddering at that.
Oh yeah. What was that guy's name the other day? Fucking Fred Krueger.
Oh, Fred Krueger.
Grade A Maxi retard. Yeah.
But yeah, everyone on the panel holds some Bitcoin or so glad some don't and stuff, but it is what you can't be maxi about it and stuff like the whole industry.
Yeah, you just own what you want to own.
The question is, are you guys doing crypto? And say yes.
Yeah.
We are. Yeah.
It's Bitcoin, not crypto.
Oh,
There's no second best.
Fuck
that is
I heard that for a long time. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Yeetle. Oh yes, the
Yeetle
rapper.
Juice.
Yeah, Yeetle Juice. Yeah, he's like,
This guy was awesome.
what's
last
up,
night.
Ajit? Tapping in to shout out everyone at the PulseChain tour last night. Y'all go crazy. That's right.
Yeah.
This man was so drunk. He handed me his business card 15 times. And
He signed
every
it.
time I
He
pulled out the
signed it.
business card, he's like, "You kept it? You didn't throw it away?" It was like, he was like on repeat, saying the same thing over and over. Hey, you're cool, dude. It's a cool, dude, man. Yeah. He actually had his music highlighted on Fresh and Fit one time.
You know what he should do?
He's a big deal.
Collab with Wes Scott.
Yeah.
make like some fucking PulseChain songs and shit.
Definitely, dude. Yeah, you hit him up, man. The hexiest man. Oh man, that's so funny. The hexiest man in the whole world. $20 super chat. Shout out, fam. I wasn't able to make it out this time, but I'll see you guys on many tour stops for each one of you. Hey, shout out to you, man. That's a great name, by the way. All right, we got Line Empire Legal, $20 super chat. Name one PulseChain meme everyone should have in the portfolio. Question for everyone.
Paul Pleb.
I'll go with that. He's been around the longest.
Ink.
Best
I got.
God damn. This is a tough one.
It's not tough, bro. You sound next to me. It's easy. It's easy.
Honest. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll just go. I'll go PP. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. Poor pleb.
Can we get a consensus?
I wonder what this guy will say.
Yeah, I wonder.
So poor pleb. There you go.
All right,
Well,
all in.
All
right,
right,
right after this stream, right? We're not saying it to anybody, but we're just all buying it. Pump that.
All right, Zenith. Oh yeah, shout out to Zenith, man. Like, here's some money for Kylo's upcoming therapy. Thanks for the incredible event, RG3.
I'm gonna need it.
Shout out to Zenith, man. Zenith is cool in person, man. Definitely. Let's see.
Yeah, Zenith.
Yeah, shout out to 3 Diglets. All right, who gives a freak about Hex? Open your eyes and ears, comrade. It's all about Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. And let me tell you why, brothers. The conscientious is rising, skanks. Thank you, 3 Diglets,
Okay.
brother.
All right.
No, like that took a really left turn right there, but like 3 Diglets came from Fresh Fits. Shout out to 3 Diglets, man. Hey, man. It is what it is, brother. Will Stevenson
Shout out.
with the 555. Look at this killer awesome panel.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get you the dopest haircut coffee.
Dude, I know.
The
I can't
dopest.
wait.
Frosted tips and
I'm
everything.
going right out. Backstreet's back, baby.
I'm going
Black,
contrarian.
go
Give
the
him
mystery nails, black
yeah.
nails. And shit.
Give him that OG.
I'm going contrarian. You don't need a haircut.
No, I
It
do.
looks
I
good.
do need one.
I mean, that's the contrarian part. That's the contrarian
Do you need a
part.
barber? I can get you. I got a
Like,
really
do you
good
have
barber.
one nearby?
Yeah, I got one.
Yeah.
I got a really good one.
The scissors in the bathroom is what he's saying. Yeah.
He's got all his barber because this guy runs like every barber shop like in the whole area. And so, I'll tell you later then.
What? Yeah.
Alan. Alan, $5 super chat. Show us what we don't see under the table. Why is everyone? Why are they all smiling? What?
Hand check.
Check. I keep him here.
The last one.
Where's Kyle? Where's no.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Pause. Hold up. What? All right, we got Sal, the crypto fool, $5 super chat. My favorite crypto Avengers, man. Shout out to Sal. All hail the Citadel. 30 dickers. $50 super chat. If you're in the DC studio at this very moment and you don't have a microphone of your own, wise words and Dwayne, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Wow.
Dang, son. Diggles, you're going hard, brother, man. Appreciate the donation, bro. Oh, here's Gold Key. Goddamn. Gold Key, $50 super chat.
Man.
Buy a girl a drink tonight. Teach her about T-shares.
Okay,
Yeah.
you should be here, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're not here.
I heard a story. I'm not going to say from who, but I heard a story that someone went to a titty club here in Vegas and that chick had hex already.
Really?
So
And I know
somebody's been there
what,
before.
and they told me which hex and they asked her who got you into it, and we know him.
Really?
We know him. I'll tell you guys. I ain't saying you. I protect the innocent on this stream.
Wow.
But that's actually like all jokes aside. That's actually how you do market research. Like it's kind of funny. Like people legitimately go to strip clubs to ask these strippers and stuff. Like, hey, what are you like? They're literally all in all the meme stocks or all the meme coins or the hottest. Like they're all like I think we asked every bartender when we went out to Miami.
Right.
So bartenders, Uber drivers, they were all in Shiba.
Yep.
Every single like that's who bought the top, dude. It was all fucking cocaine hookers and fucking Uber drivers who bought the Shiba top.
Shoe shiners. And,
Shoe shiners. All right, Gold Key, $10 super chat. Buy coffee at Pedialyte and get his ass right. That's right. Yeah, we'll take him to the Ivy place. All right, MK, $10 super chat. What happens if Bitcoin hits 90,000 to 100,000 before the Bitcoin halving? Will be considered as left translated cycle? If so, can we expect a massive 30x bull run in 2025?
Yeah. So the only thing you have to expect for that basically is November of this year is where we would have to have a peak buy. So if we get a pi cycle top indicator, basically saying, hey, Bitcoin has peaked anytime pretty much before Halloween.
Yeah.
Then that's the only chance that we'll get a left translated cycle. And that would then mean that Bitcoin goes on cycles closer to like the Forex market. So acting more like a currency. But since Bitcoin's a commodity, I'm thinking it goes in 20-year cycles. So I think we're going to go well into 2025, but I do think we'll have multiple tradable peaks.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Validator dashboard, $5. What a panel. Glad to say we launched today. Joined a community of amazing builders. Get these things. Yeah, I think we met this guy. Yeah. Shout out to him, brother. We got Money Gang Crypto with the $10 euros. Get laid tonight. Get her to call you Sack Daddy. He's Stab Daddy. Mick Chilla with the $10 super chat. Land Wolf is up to. God damn it. So we've been on 2 days. Same dudes that made Pepe. Well, oh, dude, these are hilarious.
Yeah.
Pulse Doge 7. Another one for 777. I'll keep going with these. Another 7. Yeah. 7. I wonder what strip clubs is for Evan. Actually, there's a strip club in Miami called 7.
Oh, yeah.
7-11 or like 11? No, it's 11. It's 11. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
5 + 2.
Hey, I appreciate all the. I mean, that's why the euro's tanking so much, man. Thank you for all the donations, brother. God damn.
K9, if you're listening, you're a cunt. How many did they do? It was like 20, right?
Dude, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, there's more. 5, 6. Wow. Yeah.
And we need one more for
77 euros.
Yeah, let's just do the rest of them for him. 7. 5 + 2 is 7.
There you go.
There you go, bro.
Yeah, look at that, 1,700 watching.
I actually seen a comment from
That's
them
crazy.
kind of like after they did it, and then someone was like, "Are you going to keep donating?" And they said, "No, we've run out of funds."
Sack funds are used. They're gone.
It's gone, mate.
No more sack funds.
I'm not getting paid this year. Fuck me, man.
Yeah.
When wages, sir?
Oh my God, bro. All right, next we got what was it, Clary or Kieri C? I'm new to crypto, have about $10,000 to $12,000, thinking about AK and staking into ETC and dividing the rest into LVM, Goda, Crow, PulseChain. Any thoughts? Hopefully that's not Ethereum Classic, sir.
Yeah.
Dude, if it's Ethereum Classic, no. No. Put that into Ethereum, all right? Fuck Ethereum Classic, dudes. No. Haram. No.
Haram.
Miguel, I want to throw it into Bitcoin Cash. Bitch, no. No. Just absolutely not. Hopefully that's a typing error, brother. But into LVM, Gola, Crow will do good because that's a hype. That's basically you're investing into like retail's going to come in. So Crow's fine. Crow's fine under 20 cents.
I got some Crow.
PulseChain's good. Yeah, I mean, dude, I think
looking good.
Crow's going to go to $1+.
I think so.
Gala's going to $1. There's like so many coins you can just like, yeah. They're all going to do good. LVM and Gold is the only ones I'm like, you know, it is what it is there. If you're in, just as long as that's the whole bag, you know, that's all that matters.
If you really understand the project.
Yeah. We got Briss basically with the $5 super chat since we got all their predictions on the end of bull run, summer of 2025, end of 25.
End of 25.
Yeah.
Just because I want that.
Like third quarter.
Yeah. I'm thinking October at latest, maybe summer at earliest of 2025.
Does anyone think that the bull run's going to get front run a bit this time?
I think Wall Street's going to fucking try to fuck with people, right? So in the last bull market, we had the wick off top, right, in the first phase of the market, and then we had that one more run up. Yeah. Right? I think we have multiple of those types of dips,
right?
Because Wall Street just wants to like shake out people's Bitcoin and take it all.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we are. I mean, it isn't true. We are like 9 months out of schedule right now. We really are. I mean, we're right there at the previous all-time high. I think in 2020, it took until what, like November, December, to hit all-time highs. So like we're at the beginning. If this is 2020 year, we're in month 3.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, we're really ahead of schedule. So I mean, we look. This is what me and Charlie are gonna be doing with the crypto mindset course in the Citadel. Is that it's? I mean, if we unfortunately, like we did in 2020, early 22, we had to sound the alarm. Bull run's over.
Yeah,
it's over, you guys.
Yeah,
done.
And somebody was asking about the Citadel a little bit earlier in the chat. They're like, "What's that? Like, what's that about?"
Well, basically, I mean, eventually the website will be called don'tbepoor.com.
I think that's already taken.
That's already taken. Right? I think it's don'tgobroke.com.
Right.
Yeah, but the Citadel is basically it's our private chat group where we pretty much, you know, we it's the number one place for you to get your questions answered about crypto. We're almost at about 500 members right now currently, or I think we may have passed 500 members already. Actually, if I take a look right now at the Citadel, but we do private AMAs, unrecorded calls. One of the most important things in the world too is that we give links to things that are safe to click on. That's one of the big things. So if never ever if you're fucking in crypto, do you ever ask, hey, I can't get my MetaMask to work? You will get 1,000 DMs from guys from India, Pakistan, Nigeria.
Definitely don't ask that question on Instagram.
Don't ask that on Instagram. Basically, never ask it anywhere. You can't safely ask it anywhere. Everyone is there to scam you. So we've created a group where you can ask questions, get help, and actually get the correct links to things. And this is the important thing about the group is it's actually a safe place to actually ask these questions. So we've literally made it another place where we've a lot of the guys in there. There's many multimillionaires in there. These are alumni guys we've taught for over 4 fucking years. We have every suite from brand new people to experts that we've taught in there, including ourselves, a team, Kyle, everyone's in there, right? Liam. And you either say at Dollar Cost Crypto or at Charlie at Cultivate Crypto, right? And we'll answer your questions. And you know, we've been really successful in that group.
Yeah, and you get $50 off each crypto mindset or each month you renew off the crypto mindset course. So if you take one course a year, it's basically 60% off, and you get an extra 15% off if you pay in ETH. So yeah, I would just say like everybody go over to cultivatecrypto.com/shop. There we go. Link in the description.
Link in the description.
And jump in the Citadel while you got a chance to save yourself.
That's definitely it. And then and then also
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, yeah.
Philadelphia. Yep. Born in '89, baby.
But there's one last thing about the Citadel I gotta say is that sometimes we do secret things in there that I can't talk about.
Some clubs of things.
Some fight clubs.
You're not supposed to talk about it.
You know, at the Plaza, there is a place called Fight Club.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Hopefully it's better than bad.
I don't
know. But that is all, ladies and gentlemen. Cool. Whoops. There we go. Let's get to the super chats real quick and let's bust these out. Okay, cool, man. So we had Trump rocks. Holy fuck! How many a-holes does it take to do a podcast? Shout out to Trump rocks. One of our guys started a project about Trump with rocks and it's doing pretty good.
You see the new meme coin about Joe Biden? It's
what's it called?
It's so
geriatric?
Funny. No, it's so funny. Hold on.
Just to answer the question, we had 9 people at one point. Now we have 6. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good synergy. Good synergy.
It's
On the balance proportion.
Still talking about the haircut.
Well, they have Doland Tremp, which is
Doland Shrimp?
Yeah, like, you got to see the picture though. Hold on a second.
That was gonna be
Yeah,
like,
don't show
let's go,
don't show
Brandon.
anybody else, man. Just us.
Oh,
okay?
man.
Hold on. Oh, Geo Bowden. It actually just did like a freaking 100x or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
It feels like the bull market.
Yeah.
I don't know. Feels that way.
Bitcoin's still creeping up on 70K here today.
Hmm.
69.
Wow.
Yeah.
69. Oh.
We finally got it back. One guy talking about Jesus coin.
It's that same guy, dude. He always,
Yeah,
always
you know what I'm
shows
talking,
it.
right? Yeah.
He's like relentless, dude.
I thought it was just me, but then Coffee's like,
No,
me too.
yeah, dude. Jesus coin. Fucking.
Pray.
But at least I will say about the Jesus coin guy, he's really respectful.
Oh,
He's
great.
not an app.
That's why I always call him out.
Yeah, because there's guys in here that try to shill coins, and they're like, dudes,
Mm.
like you know, I like 3 Diglets, right? But
Yeah.
bro, that was like obviously I can take a joke and we can have fun,
Yeah.
but there's guys that like shill like Diglet did. And, oh boy, like bro, that's people get insta banned for that stuff. But trio, you know. So yeah, let's continue on this. Oh, another gold key. Shout out to Gold Key.
Shout out to Gold
Lower
Key.
taper fade for Crypto Coffee. He's still trolling.
I'm gonna do it for the team.
Myron Jr., man. Coffee, what are you laughing at?
Dude, every single one's my.
I wasn't listening to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
but
the next one's Coffee's haircut too.
They're all the haircut.
You got about $400 super chats for Coffee's hair at this point.
Coffee haircut funds.
I know, dude.
A lot of
Oh, we got
$2.
it.
Oh my
Thanks,
god.
thanks. Now I don't have to sell hacks.
Jesus.
You could have cut it on double. Cut it on double.
Coffee
There
cornrows.
you go. There
Oh
you go.
shit.
Oh wow.
Imagine.
I'm imagining that now. Actually.
Coffee thoughts on haircut token.
Fascinating.
Make it.
Oh my god. CJ or JC, man. $10 super chat. I'm new to crypto looking. Oh, wait, I think we did this one
It's
already.
the same one, but different
Okay.
account. You just read the-
Crow. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Polkadot. Yes, Polkadot. Yes, it hasn't pumped that much. So yeah,
Correct.
I think I
It's
like
lagging.
Polkadot. Yeah, I like Polkadot. That's fine, but LVM I don't know so much about. So, Gold Key $15 super chat. Break this down into dollar bills and give it to RHMax for the after party. What?
The $15, I guess you talking about?
$15. Oh, I guess he wants to throw $15 in the club.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
MT Coiner, man. What's up, boys? Hey, what's up, G? Eric P, man. Hexy, will the new 9-inch HQ be in Las Vegas? It should be. Are the Hexagons going to be the biggest crypto? It's already happened. Right?
9-inch
We are-
tower.
Yeah.
9-inch tower.
When are we
9-inch
getting
is big.
Yeah.
get it on the sphere?
Nah.
Oh,
shit, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, so actually, we were thinking about doing something in Dubai, and we were like
Okay.
wondering, can we advertise 9-inch in Dubai?
Yeah.
Muslim, haram as fuck, right? But like, we're actually looking into it. We're gonna do a billboard for 9-inch in Dubai, just so we can say we've done it
Nice.
right next to the Burj Khalifa because it's fucking.
Yeah,
massive.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, perfect place.
Dude, I actually have a connect to actually get it. I could get stuff on the actual like Resorts World and inside, because in the Resorts World they actually have a giant spear within Resorts World.
Yeah.
So we can actually advertise a lot of stuff in there if we wanted to, but that would be super funny.
That would be funny. Yeah,
You doing bad?
9-inch
I
on the
got 9
spear,
inches
man.
for
Just
you.
imagine just like rotating around it and like, oh man, yeah, that'd be good. And then just dollar BBC.
There you go.
Lee with the $10 super chat, man. Y'all looking fresh and damper, man. Here's some love from Jesus. Can't wait to be Easter coming all the way. All glory
Oh,
God.
man.
All glory God, baby.
They're saying that the Las Vegas Sphere is $450,000 per day.
I can't tell you.
Oh, man. I know,
249 Inc. Man.
it's,
Bought some 7 coins of Illuvium, some DOT. 7. Would you recommend one less question, convert all profits into Bitcoin long-term savings account? Like, yeah. Over the long term, Bitcoin's a great savings account, obviously, right? It's really great. But when would you recommend selling? So
Next
obviously,
year.
yeah. Later, if you want to be safe and stuff, you can take a little profits late this year, right? But you want to do it on Wix, on these huge, like, holy fuck, the whole community's dancing, like everyone's getting butt naked. That's when you take a little profit. But I would still and I said this on the other stream yesterday, and I said this during the actual conference yesterday, right? Was this, look, me and Charlie and all these guys here have been around a while, right? We've all seen this happen. We've all had coins, right? Except for RHMax. He's only held one coin, so we're not excluding RHMax.
5, okay?
5 coins. Yeah.
5 coins. Each of the Infinity Stones. Remember that.
Yeah. Actually, why aren't you wearing the glove right now? Actually, like haram right now.
May I?
Yeah, go please.
Yeah.
It's heavier than you
I've
think.
been staring at it for a while. I'm like, I don't know. Oh my god, it's heavy.
This is a memeable. This is such a memorable moment right now. That's like, holy crap. He's putting it on.
Snap.
Hex.com.
Then PulseChain, new all-time high.
PulseChain, okay.
And the haters go away.
Coinbase listing.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Let me think about this. Hold on. I think I'm gonna try.
It's tough.
What
I
you
ain't gonna
said.
lie.
What?
I'm trying to think of something good to snap away. What do you guys
New
want to
all-time
He
highs,
snaps
baby.
and I just
I don't want to snap them away.
No. Oh, I see what you're saying. No,
shitcoin at
opposite
this
of that.
table.
I forgot.
P-Dive 0.
Bowden on Sol.xyz.
What?
The website for Bowden. Meme coin.
The meme.
Crypto educator.
Anyway, okay.
Don't
Anyway,
laugh.
I lost my
SEC case. There we go.
All right.
That's the best I can think of right now.
Take it.
All right, so we've caught up. So now let me go back.
Oh, there's a
Scenario.
good one.
Snap away the
That-
SEC. There we
Snap
go.
away fucking Gary Gensler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
there.
Or actually, make
Oh.
everyone an accredited investor. That'd be cool.
There you
Let
go.
everyone
God.
be able to meme away, right?
World,
but-
world peace. Yeah, let's keep
Yeah,
going.
world-
There you go.
Nah.
Beautiful.
Fuck
Thank
that.
It was an honor to snap away that case.
Israel, Palestine. No.
Oh my
But okay, so
Fight round two.
Yeah, that should be just enough money, actually.
okay, so just to go back to that point, it's like we all held on to coins and sold them early, and then looked back like, holy crap, I wish I kept some of that whole because like, coins really run some. So we've hit this point now. I'm almost I'm not done. I'm not like there to say this 100% on everything, but we've just about 80% of the coins. We've hit this point of no return.
Right.
Where like you're never going to get that price entry again. Period. So if you ever do decide to sell some kind of, even though it's like a Cardano position or whatever, or like any kind of meme coin position or a coin you were holding because you sold for this coin or that coin, I would highly recommend you at least keep 20 to 40% of it. Just you're never going to DCA again. Cool. But later on, it could be deep into 20. Like we had coins like Cardano that didn't move until the last 6 months, and then when like
crazy.
What the hell? Like
we saw that since November till now, right?
Yeah.
Like the stuff that hadn't really run yet, just like the last 1 week, just started going ballistic.
So keep a little. It's called a hodl bag. Keep a hodl bag, even if it's 20%. But that I call it the rope bag. It'll keep you from wanting to kill yourself. Because imagine, like, so everyone's talking about. Everyone's look how stupid this is, right? Like everyone's talking about the big meme coin on Solana right now is like dog with hat, right?
No, it's Bowden.
Should you be buying it right now? Right? Like all time highs. Should be buying like anyways, should I be buying green into like these massive green candles? But like with dog with the hat, right? The fucking founder rugged his own project. Sold it for he made $27,000 selling all his tokens, and then the community said, "Fuck you, we're going to buy the token." And the token, like he had hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, but he sold for 27 grand. So even even founders should probably keep their coins for the long term. So yeah, can you imagine making a token that you're being serious about and you put all this work in and you're like, screw it, I'm rugging it for 27 grand.
And then
People have rug for less.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Who gets rich in crypto? Founders and holders.
Yeah.
And also
not that founder though.
No.
Yeah. Well,
not that founder.
there are exceptions. And yeah, actually the ending of that, so RH's original phrase, I think, was also exchanges before we went full decentralization.
Yeah.
Fun fact. Everyone forgets
Fun fact.
Is he still going to do this exchange? He was trying to do it at one point, wasn't he? Trying to get an exchange license.
Was he?
It was on
He
the
talked
list.
about it. He talked about it.
Yeah.
He was trying to
the
buy
EU
one.
license. He got the EU
He got the
license, or
license.
was applied for it or something. If I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
he was trying to buy one. Like he was like, if anyone has an exchange for sale, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Like he
remember
wanted
that.
to buy like maybe not something as big as Kraken or whatever,
Yeah.
but like one of the smaller ones that has the license.
It'd be nice to have.
What's the biggest one in the EU right now?
Probably Coinbase or Crypto.com.
Yeah.
So the big four.
What about
Kraken,
one that's not
China.
associated with the American company? Is there like just a straight EU one?
I don't know. I don't know. They're the only two that I really use. I used to use Kraken a bit, but that's it really. There's a few, but there's Binance obviously as well. Like, Binance is quite big over there. I never really got on with. Binance wants me to take a selfie like every fucking 5 minutes. I'm doing that. It's like stupid.
We got Maxi is the next KuCoin.
Oh right, yeah. We do.
They just got a bunch of shit coins on there too. So
Yeah.
easy to get coins if you can't get them on like Dexes or something.
KuCoin. The last time I used
Bitmax is one as well.
I just haven't used them so long.
Well, it's just useful. They have some random ass coins sometimes that aren't on DeFi exchanges.
Yeah. before I started using, I mean, mostly Ethereum and PulseChain, it was like, yeah, you need something that handles all the blockchains if you're doing a centralized thing. But yeah, KuCoin.
What was the one that the Winklevoss twins? Was it
Gemini?
What happened to that?
Gemini.
Is it
It's still around.
Yeah, still around.
I don't really like
It is a little janky though. I mean, it's still not.
It doesn't
perfect.
work like.
Yeah.
Well, they got their lawsuit with Digital Currency Group.
Yeah. So it's a big clusterfuck.
Not to be confused with Google Gemini, which is the AI thing.
Okay.
That had all the historical pictures, interesting stuff happening.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's going about white people, and they like, yeah.
Show me the founding fathers. That's
It's almost 1775. I mean, we're close.
Right. Isn't eHex on Maxi? I don't know actually. Possibly. I don't think so though.
Sounds like a thing, but I don't know.
Probably not and stuff like that. But that is there is like this whole underground of like this is kind of the meme coin game, is that there's like all these like super shitty exchanges, but if you get in enough of them, it does actually become quite significant actually to pump something and stuff. So it's a lot of it, because some of these people are using like it is shocking. Sometimes like there is people in these countries where they have to use some really bad exchanges, but they are able to like take some out. So just I mean, even with Gemini, like I do occasionally buy in Gemini, and then they do eventually let me take it out and stuff like that. So it's like I shouldn't have to say this to anybody, but like I mean, everyone should know, like if you buy crypto, take it off the exchange as soon as you can, of course. But pretty common stuff. But
You gotta repeat that every video.
yeah, man.
Western TV, there was an event in Vegas. Makes sense why the price went down. The easy indicator.
So
Is that
so
like
coffee. So
endearing,
why
or-
do you hate
I like
eHex?
two different ways to take that.
Since you're an island boy now.
Yeah, so like
We're not streaming
as I
right now.
moved, like that's mandatory. You have to sell your eHex before you move to Puerto Rico. It's part of the Act 60 thing.
Right.
Yeah,
That actually is a real thing.
Yeah.
People don't know that actually.
Yeah.
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 If you do it the right way, you are supposed to sell your assets actually.
Oh, technically, actually, you're right.
Yeah.
And seriously, like, but you don't really have to. It's whatever you get taxed on at the price it came in at. So like because PulseChain was down when I moved there, it's all only up from here. Like I don't.
Yeah, that's the best time.
I don't have any like profits, to report.
Yep.
That's dang, dude. Holy crap. We got a lot of viewers on X, man. Oh
Yeah, I know. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
wow.
over 1,000.
Yeah, we're like 1,200 viewers on X
Wow.
right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got that.
Wow. Bigfoot.
Shout out, man.
Almost
Shout out
2,000.
Elon.
Almost 2,000 on YouTube.
It always keeps climbing like every
I
30
don't know.
minutes.
Can't
Yeah,
believe people
man.
are still watching this.
Gotta pump it up. Gotta pump it up.
I spotted KTP earlier in the chat as well, so she's watching.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Good to see you.
Just because she heard us say sack daddy.
She came in to defend it.
So who's the other? Oh, yeah, the influencer chick. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. But whatever. Fuck it. Whatever. I get into trouble with women all the time. Shout out. No. Yeah. Anyway, I saw one of those ridiculous things in the world. It was like Heidi versus fucking what's it called, Katie.
Yeah.
I put my entire life savings on Katie, bro. Like, all fucking day. I don't know. Let's have a panel chat about it.
Mud wrestling only. Who wins the mud?
Who wins the mud? The mud. Oh my god. But
there was actually something from hold on.
your voice is getting better, Coffee.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I just need
Oh,
to
yeah.
practice.
Definitely uphill from here.
Water.
Yeah. Hold water. Hold on a second.
Long Coffee's voice.
So we are on a mainstream news source. Did you guys see this?
No.
Fuck. Well, I can't find it on Heidi's Twitter now, of course. Or have
What, the show?
Never mind. Just carry on. I'll find it. Oh yeah, Daily Loud. You know the Daily Loud?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like millions of viewers. Number one source for hip hop news, and they started following Havi. Never mind. I thought it was like they started following Hex or PulseChain or something. Never
okay.
mind.
Yo,
false
the
alarm.
John Cena thing. Everyone
Yeah.
remember that? John Cena follows like 4 million people, and we got all these people like flexing, like, John Cena just followed.
Yeah.
What's all this
come
about?
on,
like
bro.
John
He's- he
Cena
obviously
starting an
like, what-
OnlyFans. Have you
he's like-
seen that?
Right?
John Cena starting an OnlyFans.
Is it?
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
No.
I
heard about it. Yeah, I heard
I'm
about
subscribed.
it.
You
I'm
have, bro.
subscribed.
Yeah.
let me just say
Seen
it's,
that?
How did you guys end up at that club again last night? No.
it was my choice the whole time.
I'll never forget, like, one of the guys at the bar. I say guy. I don't know what it was. Right? It was just.
Hey,
some-
you better
it
pick
was
the
a-
right
it was a-
pronoun.
It was a being of some kind. It was like a really kind of old. I want to say like maybe Mexican, but like proper short, kind of fat old Mexican. just wearing a dress and like had a beard and everything.
Yeah, not,
like,
not even
just
trying.
like a stubble, you know, like just and from the back, I was like, "Is that woman?" And turned around, it's just some like grumpy old Mexican dude. Like, what the fuck, man? I would never get that image out of my head. Like,
Does she have cakes?
huh?
What? Seems like it's been on your mind.
You know
for a
when I
while.
disappeared? I chucked her $5 and nipped $5. Did some stuff to me.
John Cena is a Hexagon, says the chat.
He is a
He's
Mexican.
not a Hexagon, bro.
I mean, he's right here, but you don't see him.
Why would a man that's invisible start an OnlyFans? Lol.
KFC and stuff. When John Cena's a Hexagon, that there is a lot of. I mean, I will say this: we have really been able to we're starting to kind of break through. We're getting a lot of professional players.
Yeah,
That is true.
big.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
Justice
Thanks to you
Hill.
guys, right?
Justice Hill is here.
Yep.
For people that don't know,
Been here for a
Very smart
while
man.
too.
I mean,
yeah.
Cool guy.
And apparently, like his whole team is kind
Still
of
here.
invested, or a lot of them, not the whole team, but
That's the cool thing
Several.
to see people who've been here for like people like that who
Yeah.
are still here.
Yeah.
Like, and they don't have to be. So that's cool.
I think we should mention the Top Cats Racing guys because they don't get a lot of love over here. But
That's true. Yeah. Did you
yeah.
guys hear about the Hex Lambo and everything?
No,
Yeah.
no,
You didn't hear about the Hex Lambo?
no.
Recently,
they've
Not
won.
recent. there's
oh
nothing
no, yeah,
recent.
Hexagon
okay.
girl.
Oh, the
race-
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like Hex. When we got on the Hex Lambo.
No. They did it for 2 seasons, and to be fair, they're kind of just doing it for free. Like
Yeah.
they like the engagement with the Hex community and stuff. And obviously, we've seen it, and like it's fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah.
But I feel kind of bad for them though, and I think that actually there should be a shout out to these guys. I think it's hexracing2023.com or .co.uk. They've got a donation address on there. Now, so far, I'm the only motherfucking guy that's actually sent them anything. So go on there and please send them some money,
All right.
because they deserve it. They do a lot to promote Hex for free.
They do.
You know, and it costs them £500,000 a year to run that racing team.
Right.
Right.
And here's the point: they keep winning.
And
Yeah.
they keep
Winning.
winning.
It's not like the NASCAR
Yeah, not
fiasco.
the NASCAR
They
thing.
win.
Yeah. The NASCAR thing was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
flop and a half.
We only want winners over here.
Last place. Literally, last place.
Yeah.
I had Top Cats on the show before, and
Oh,
that
yeah,
was,
of
that
course
was
you
a
did.
really
Talk
cool.
about
That
that
was really
later,
cool.
bro.
I really enjoyed having them on.
Yeah,
They're doing
good
some cool.
guys.
Yeah, they're doing
Shout out Cromwell, man. We love
Yep, Cromwell. Yep.
But put up tweet it out. We'll retweet it and stuff like that. That way, we
Yeah,
have a link
sure.
for that.
I'll
Yeah.
have to find the. I can't remember the website. I think it's hexracing2023.com. I'll have a look now.
Well, 9-inch has no.
Talking about
line.
shit about 9 inch.
God.
Here we go.
Hexagon Heels in there.
Can we all right? I'm not gonna say names about some hexagons, right? But no, but I have had a lot of guys like DM me and tell me about there's certain hexagons that they're just really pissed off right now. Like, I guess can't say more without I'm saying the names and stuff like that.
Well,
But I mean, why do you think there's still some people in the hex community? Like, there's a couple of YouTubers, but they're still what? Why are they still so pissy? Just from
some people just they're not going to be happy
right
with anything, even with gains.
I can't find
Expecting
it.
a lot of
I'll
profits
find
out the
You
work.
can find it,
that
guys. Oh, okay, thank
it.
you.
No, I can't find it.
Yeah, it's just like a crazy ass thing because it's like I know everyone here told people do not fucking take out loans. I mean, obviously the reason I have those memes on the beginning of the show is just to take the piss out of it, right? Like just take loans. You can't lose, right? Yes, you can. Yes, you definitely can, right? But it makes when everyone hates it, when Hex is a piece of shit, fuck all this crap, I'm done. That's when you if you're gonna ever take a fucking loan, that's when you take a loan. That's when you ever take equity. If you're gonna do something that degenerate, right? But it's not at the peak of the market when everybody is so goddamn happy. I think I'll end my life now and take out all go to the bank, and then people are doing really stupid things. There's personal loans, right? But if you can afford the payment, it makes sense, right? But then people start doing just really ridiculous things where they're basically doing loan shark loans to get money and stuff. And I've seen people borrow money to go trade, which is even crazier than me. And then dude, it's it happens. I mean,
degeneracy at its finest.
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, they showed it. If you actually saw that movie they did on the, I forgot what movie it was. It's that one movie where they're talking about GameStop. They actually talk about it a little bit in there where basically if firms borrow money from other firms, they get not a loan shark loan, but basically they get all right, motherfucker, I believe in you, but I'll lend you $100 million, but you're gonna pay me this much vig.
Is it a good movie? I was thinking about
Yeah,
watching
it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It didn't catch. It didn't. They skipped some parts of that, because they tried. Like, they sort of made it look like a movement, but they made it look so fucking goddamn stupid because they made it more about because the whole GameStop thing was one, let's make some money, sure, but it was one of the rare times where it was about, no, we're gonna fucking bankrupt these fucking VCs. And they made it more we're making money, but they kind of they took the energy away from it and made it look more stupid than it actually was, because people legitimately were like, I'll buy one share. I bought share. I was like, fuck yeah, fuck them. I'll buy one share GameStop. Fuck it, let's do it. And because it's the more shares people held, they would get those short squeezes would be even more disastrous.
There's a friend of mine who took out a 10 grand loan, and when Hex was about 6 cents, something like that. And I did not tell him to do that. I'm going to make that fucking clear. But he saw, it doesn't matter what I say, he saw the way I was living. He said, I want a piece of that lifestyle. That's the danger. It doesn't matter what you say to him. I would never say take out a 10 grand loan. And, he's going to be fine eventually, but he's struggling to pay back that loan, man. And I'm just dude, I didn't tell you to do that.
Envy's a crazy thing, dude.
I was just about to say that, dude. I think all the hate and stuff, it really boils down to jealousy. Yeah. That's the root of all of it, or just especially in crypto, I think.
And money brings that out of people all the fucking time, because you don't expect it when you first making money, and then it's all of a sudden you'd think everybody'd be like, oh, congratulations, bro, but then they're just why
didn't I get mine? And he got his, basically.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me harder? Tell me harder.
Yeah. I've been telling you for fucking 4 years.
You should have told me harder. That's a great clip of RH talking about that too. Yeah. They're going to tell you, you should have told me harder.
I'll tell them at the top.
How much harder I want to tell you, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get what you focus on, right? So it really just doesn't even. Yeah. I don't see a lot of it anymore because I'm not looking for it.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You can find a lot of negativity in crypto for sure.
Yeah.
So, Coffee, where can people follow you, brother?
Oh, Crypto Coffee 369 on everything: Twitter, YouTube. Buy my course if you're brand new, or don't. I don't care. But
do it. RHMax, where people can follow you, man?
RHMax, well, it's just the way it sounds on Twitter. RHMax on YouTube, what you're watching right now, or if you're on Twitter, you could be on the RHMax on there. RHMax on there. So check out GoRealDeFi.com. That's a site I put together that a lot of people seem to like and use. I use it every day. If you're new to the PulseChain or just a community member that wants to one-click your way to doing stuff, that's what I like to do.
So how often do you stream a week?
Man, I've been doing every day for the last few days. So
there we go.
Yeah, probably I would say a handful to several. Somewhere through there.
Many.
When I have time, I go this way. Yeah.
Beautiful. That's really cool. Now, before I go to this gentleman real quick, I'm trying to get this guy back on YouTube more often. But when do you YouTube, sir? Where can people follow you?
You can follow me at HexyBastard on Twitter. Use 9inch for your tradings and stuff. PoorPleb.win, best meme coin on the market. As for streaming, it starts today.
Welcome back.
Welcome out. That fucking It starts today, boys.
Like I heard it. Sounded like
I've been quiet intentionally to piss people off, and it's fucking worked. So yeah. See you soon, guys.
And sir, where would you follow you?
So I am the real Hex for Life on Twitter, not that fake guy. So I'm the real Hex for Life. Some people don't know who I am. I'm helping Hexy with the lowest of stakes movie, which I cannot wait to bring out. It should be by the end of this month, but we'll see. We're nearly done. So can't wait to show you guys and everybody in the audience. It's going to be fun, man.
Beautiful.
And this gentleman.
Oh, yeah. You can go over to Cultivate Crypto on YouTube, cultivatecrypto.com, Cultivate Crypto on Twitter, Cultivate Crypto on Instagram, pretty much everywhere. You can go to Cultivate Crypto. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And, the last stream that we did was pretty much a spot-on market update. So go watch that. And then I think we'll be back on Moon Gang on Sunday.
On Sunday, yeah.
So, yeah.
So definitely.
10 p.m. or what's that time? 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Be there, be square.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And Mr. Super Hex.
We got Super Hex Win here at Super Hex Win, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Follow this man on Instagram. I want him. He should have more Instagram followers. 100%, man. This man flexes harder than anybody.
Yeah, go on Super Hex Win if you want to see some flexing.
So much flex. Maximum flex.
He gets more views than Richard on
seriously
most of
on
shit.
TikTok.
Yeah, and some of the TikTok videos. There's one recently is blowing up since Bitcoin's been popping off. It's like over 500,000 right now.
You're like the biggest hex skin on
But
TikTok.
that, but that's
Damn.
that's one of the clips I did of Richard Hart
Yeah.
when he was on the Fresh and Fit with you.
Yeah.
So that one's been popping off. But I mean, some do well, some don't. But we're getting some views.
Nice.
Every view counts.
Not just some.
Put in the work.
Dude, people think I was joking around when I said, like, you know, we got to try to like get big on other platforms. You know, like, I know we got X on lockdown, we got YouTube on lockdown, but we need to expand out to these other, like, I mean, obviously I'm not going on Facebook.
Well,
Instagram
is basically Facebook,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So,
I mean, I just hired a team to take care of all that Instagram stuff.
Yeah.
So finally,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
because I don't want to do it myself, but I know we need it.
Yeah, it's a shit ton of work.
We got $50 super chat, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit!
Still want to miss that.
Just recently?
At the very end.
Recentish. Fast Abdul.
No, I pulled that one up earlier.
Oh, sorry.
Here we go.
Oh, this
Mega bribes.
motherfucker did this to me. He's trying to bribe us, man. Like, show my
$2,
shit, please.
$2.
Fast Abdul, throw the rocks. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for joining us, man. Don't rug yourselves. DCA, when things crash, buy more. With that, man, thank you so much, man. Kyle, pep us out, brother. Peace.
Yeah.
Didn't have to